crypto pirates. Welcome to your Discourse Syndicate. Captain RG3 steering the ship once again for the Hexakin community. Also for the crypto junkies and hexacants and everyone else out there in crypto land. How are you guys doing? And welcome. Tonight is exciting because we've got a pump in again, guys. It's pumping. Hex is pumping. The pulses are getting bigger. If you look at the charts, the pulses are definitely, we are pulsing 14 high this time, guys. Things are starting to look up. Only a matter of time now before we have a breakout. It looks like we've already had a little bit of breakout. Everybody happy about their bags today? Right. Let me jump over to the chat. So tonight we've got a guest. Hasn't come in yet, and I'm not sure if he's even going to make it because it was last minute kind of, well, it wasn't last minute setup, but it was last minute that I've been in contact with him. So we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and say hello to everybody in the chat. Hex Squadron, welcome to the chat, buddy. Bran, always good to see you, buddy. Always good to see you. Jonathan Navarro, welcome. Piston Broke, hey, what's up? Crypto Gains, Club 369, Blackwing, Marcavelli 23, Marco the Hexakin, Hex, let's go. Let's see what else we got here. Hex Squadron's feeling pumped. Good job, everybody. Sapper, Super Hex, good stuff on. That's the same Super Hex, right? Good stuff on the TikToks, bro. I get your TikToks all the time. So I've been monitoring the TikTok. Let's see. Pabalaba, what's happening? Don't panic. Heavy breathing intensifies. Identity block. Reggie Bone. Boom. What's up, Vince? Oh, that's a Vince M. That's not our Vince C. Vince M. Got some competition. JFK 666. Yes, the pulses are getting bigger. Let's see who else. Flames. Dirker. Let's see if I got a. Nope, I didn't get a text. I was waiting to see if KNTX or DC was going to text me or something. Anyway, Michael Hex, Cass Rowlett, pump is coming. Yes, it is. Let's see. RH Jane King interview is bringing new blood. Yeah, man, I'm sure it is. That on top of his latest stream. That was some good stuff with the big announcement and everybody talking about that stuff and getting all fired up about it. And I haven't had a chance really to talk because he streamed over the top of us. We gave him the red carpet treatment and said, hey, we're not streaming if the big show's streaming. And that's what we did, man. Hey, 6Hex, I see you there. Sammy, what's up, Sammy? Hey, RGC. Fine. How you going? Yeah, no, did anybody, let me see something quick here. Anybody see my my sis? Let's see here. Oh shit. Okay, here. I'll throw one up for you guys. Anybody want to meme this? Here, hold on a second. And it's an application. There we go. Let's see. There it is. Oh shit, man. That's too much fun with that weird shit. Okay. So that was the RG She photo there. Anyway, what else is going on? Twitter's. Wait. Nope. That our guest isn't here yet. So I'm not going to stop. Let's turn that off. There we go. That's creeping me out, man. Those damn filter things are crazy. Got some weird shit in there, man. Weird stuff. I mean, most of it's like girls trying to cover up their blemishes and shit in there. But yeah, man, that's some creepiness. I remember one night we were in the green room and I had the filter on and I just kept flipping through stuff. I mean, we're having a good old time, just laughing and giggling and yucking it up. I'll tell you what, guys. If you're not hanging out with us on Friday night hangout and then sticking around for the after party. So let me just explain for those of you who don't, let's see, check your text. Damn it, RG. Oh, hold on a second. All right, man. Okay. I see it. I already texted you. Haven't heard back from. Yeah, man, I sent it to you, and it's in Telegram. Hey, OPSEC, bro. I'm not going to text it to you over the phone. Come on, man. Anyway, I sent it in Telegram. So, there we go. So where was I? Doggone it, you made me lose my train of thought now. Where were we, guys? Oh, we were talking about the green room. So if you're not hanging out on these streams with us, and I know some people don't want to show their face and get on and whatnot, but get on, do yourself a favor, get on and hang out after the show one time and just kind of kick it in the green room with everybody afterwards. Cause when we turn the stream off, everybody just sits there and kind of lets it fly, talks to one another. That's where all the real moon math goes on and all that kind of crazy shit, because nobody really wants to get on stream and do price predictions and all that stuff. It's just not conducive. It looks like you're trying to pump shit. But for everybody to sit in the back room and chat about that stuff is a lot of fun. See, Sammy said fun. Yeah, Sammy's been back there with us a bunch of times. Half of the time you gals, though, you don't make it. You like, I guess I got some screenshots of you guys. Because see, after the green room gets a little crazy, because I don't know if you guys saw last Friday night hangout, but Beard Aussie was getting a little sloshed, and he actually called me up and apologized. He sent me a DM in Twitter and apologized for getting a little lit up. But he was celebrating with his wife that day. They had some really good news that came through for them. And so congratulations, Beard Aussie. That's awesome that you guys had some good financial news. By the way, it wasn't like, anything that personal, but they had some good financial news come through, and they were partying it up, and he decided to come on to the Friday night hangout, and he started taking a little bit too much of the shots, and we've had that before. Now Friday, that's why I try to do this show now. So Mondays and Wednesdays, we can kind of clean it up a little bit and bring guests on and talk crypto and talk tech and talk wisdom and all that kind of stuff, but on Friday nights, I just want everybody to feel free to go ahead and let it all hang out, and let's see, and let it hang out. And Friday nights are cool to go ahead and do that. So it says Juicy Samola says RG3 can't believe Lex Friedman was in Richard's chat last night. He said they were going to talk for sure. You can't believe. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't fucking really know who Lex Friedman is. Not that I have any disrespect or anything for the guy. And if he's as big as a lot of people say he is, then awesome. That's cool. We're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and bigger people are going to talk to us, to Richard, and we're going to get the word out, because we ain't going nowhere, and you can't stop it. Right? I mean, it's oops, hold on a second. Let me take another look. Yeah, guys. So whatever the paste was in the D Live in Twitter, I'm sorry, it was wrong. It's not RG3_pirate. It's Discourse_syndicate for D Live. And if that's what you were looking for. Let's see. Okay. Yes. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm looking at something. Okay. But anyway. All right. So enough with answering you guys in Twitter. So that's it. There was a glitch in the D Live link is Discourse_syndicate. So anyway. Let's see. Juicy Smollett, looking forward to your stream on anger management, Maddie. Great content you bring to the community. Oh yeah, anger management. Yep, some people need that. Some people around here definitely need that, because there's no reason to be angry in crypto. There really is no reason to be angry, especially about all this stuff with us. I know that we got fudded in the beginning and called scammers, and still people don't give us a lot of respect, but those days are in the past, guys. We've already proven, let me run that back. It's not we have already proven. Hex has already proven itself, and everything that we've said has backed it up. And we're the influencers. I keep saying that we're the influencers now. Let me see. Hold on. See, I wasn't anywhere near a computer. That's why I texted you just now. Got the link over to Ty. Okay. I'm sorry. Didn't know you were running around. I could have got it to him. I guess I should have looked at the email, and done that. But anyway, I was trying to get a little rest today when I got home. Long day. Anyway, so yeah, the anger management issue with everybody out there in the Twitter lands and all that. Just don't worry about those other communities. What's awesome is it has allowed us to accumulate and us to be the holders of the bags, I guess you can say. Some of us have been able to just, if you weren't if you didn't have a lot of money to get in the beginning, at least you could have dollar cost average in and got in. And Hex has been very, very underpriced all this time, still to this day, I feel. And once everybody gets a hold of what it is, and I mean, obviously, look, there's a lot of people with this big stake that did its thing. There's a lot of people out there who have a lot of confidence in Hex. Why would somebody stake for that many years? Why? Well, obviously that stake with its ROI, gosh, what was it? It was insane amount of freaking money that thing made. And then would it put 10 million Hex back out there for another 10 years? So, I mean, wow. I mean, damn, that's confidence. Came in, didn't dump, didn't spend a bunch, didn't try and, cut out. It actually held onto its bag and put back out for longer. So that's confidence right there. And that's the strength of the product that is Hex. That's just how strong it is. That chart is so strong. The wind up that's been going on, strong. What's happening right now, strong. The confidence is there even more. So I think that Hex has passed its test, and now everybody's going to have to pay the price for fudding it or not getting involved, because it's definitely going to be the shining star of a bear market when that comes, whenever that comes. A 1 billion Hex for 10 years is what it was. Was it a billion? Jeez. Yeah. So I'm sorry. It wasn't 10 million. It was a billion. You're right. Day 43. Yes. A billion out of 1.4 or 1.5 principal. And then of course I think it did some crazy ass ROI. It was over 50%, right? I mean, it's like 70% ROI or some stupid crap like that, 60-70%. It was just insane. Come on, DS Pump, come on. Well, we might see one. Usually I don't like to call it anymore, because usually we do see it when the show starts. We have a pump, and then we have a freaking red candle by the middle of the stream. So I don't know, what that is, but we just happen to catch it at that time. Maybe it's a certain time of the day, people are trading. I don't know. But the pulses, I'm looking at the pulses. The pulses are getting taller, guys. The pulses are getting taller. So anyway, I don't know when Tech Tai is going to come in. You guys got anything for me? Any questions? Look, I'm not the guy that has all of the technical answers, especially when it comes to the stuff that they're talking about now, like forking Ethereum, which I think is a beautiful thing. I mean, I know enough about it it looks like Richard's getting ready to put a stick in the eye of people and saying, you know what? Okay, since you guys won't get your heads out of your ass, I'm going to have to go do it. And I don't know if he's already been, into it, and he's announcing it now and acting like he's getting in, or what. But it's coming, guys, and that's going to be exciting. So someone's in the green room, and it doesn't say who I thought it was going to be, but maybe that's him. Maybe he's just coming in with his name or something. So I'm going to pull him up. So I intentionally didn't. Well, I wanted to talk to this streamer and get to know him on stream and see how that works out versus, some of the I've been like doing research on people, bringing them on, but this one, we're going to do the research with each other, find out who we are together on stream and see how that works out. So I think he's got a different name, but I'm gonna bring him up. And is this Tech Tai?
Yes, it is. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good, dude. So first of all, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you being here. I looked up your show and I didn't find you because I found this Asian guy that didn't speak English, and I was like, man, if this guy's coming on, I don't know if this is the right person. So I didn't find your channel, I think, and I said, you know what, we're gonna do it different. Then I'm just gonna go dry on this one and see how it turns out.
I might be a little bit censored, maybe. That's I might be getting censored from.
Oh, you think you're getting shadow banned?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah.
Oh boy, you must have some. You get controversial on your show, or is it just crypto talk?
Oh, I don't even know anything about crypto, really.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's I don't know anything about crypto at all. There's some Hexicans that come to my stream, and they were telling me about Hex, and that's how I got introduced to you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they all come in. There's a few of them that there's a fellow Crypto King, and there's a couple other people with the Hexican in their name, and they're always shooting out Hexicans. Yeah,
well, right on. Well, thanks, Leslie, for coming on. I appreciate it and throwing your name out there. So we're always censored around here because of our OPSEC. For some reason, the crypto community is full of hacks and weirdos. So we always try and kind of conceal our identity a little bit. So not a lot of us put our names out there, but we have been putting our faces just for credibility.
This is like an ongoing gag on my stream. I always use a different name.
Oh, you got a different name?
Yeah. So this is kind of like a play on words. Leslie Morley,
Okay. Leslie Morley. I get it now.
Yeah.
All right. Right on. Well, everybody, this is Tech Tai. What is your actual handle for your stream so that I can make sure everybody knows it's there, and we'll put the link up too.
It's DLive TV /Tech Tai with capital T's. That's spelled TECHTHAI.
Oh, so you're D-Liver.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Right on.
I'm electronic technician, a graphic designer, a musician, artist, and since about a year ago since November I started streaming, or October.
Okay. So you do a lot of tech talk then, obviously, on your stream is what you do, or?
Yeah, well, we talk about a whole bunch of different things. I have a thing called the Squirrel Report where we go through news. A guy in the group, the Flying Squirrel Man, gets all these links and he sends them to me, and then I just read them off, ad lib, and put my own spin on them. It's kind of a joke kind of thing. A joke around with the news.
Just out there having fun.
Yes, out there having fun, trying to have a spot to have fun. But we also talk about what's going on in the world. We talk about different subjects, like true stuff, maybe some might say, controversial, sometimes political. Maybe we talk about Bitcoin, well, precious metals, things like that, different currencies, world events.
Yeah. No, that's that's all the rage right now. Well, of course, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is absolutely going apeshit nuts right now. The NFT marketplace in crypto, which is probably something might be up your alley, which is about art and crypto, and it's really, I don't know. We haven't discussed the value of it here in this community much. So just to give you a little kind of synopsis on who we are. Myself, I've been into cryptocurrency since before Bitcoin was inceptioned. Before it became I was in the video gaming industry, and my company was being hit up by these crypto guys trying to put monetization in my games, in my platforms and whatnot. And it was basically Bitcoin wrapped a little differently. Then Bitcoin came out, and none of us really want to have anything to do with it because we were getting hit so hard with this crypto stuff all the time. And then eventually, somebody asked me for some Bitcoin in, 2014 or 13 or something. So I got some and sent it to them, and later on, and about a year later, looked at the wallet and was like, holy crap, what's this? This thing just grew like the change that I had in there grew, a couple hundred-fold. I was like, oh shit, something's going on here. And so then I got involved, got out of the video gaming world. I'm just a worker guy, man. I'm just a regular Joe. And so we got into crypto and watched the big bull market in 2017, just, Bitcoin going to 20K. And then, everybody got excited, thought that was it, and boom, it all crashed on us. It's a big dip, which happens in crypto. Every cycle we get, pumps and big dumps, big pumps, big dumps.
Where's it at now? Is it at a,
I think it's at 56K or something like that. Let me pull it up real quick so that we can make an accurate statement on that. Let's see, prices. Oh crap. Bitcoin is at 59K, 59,000. So it's at 59,000. So do you have any Bitcoin?
No, I don't know. No,
you don't?
No, I don't even have any cryptocurrency at all. Well, I have some, I think I have some, but they're not like lemons from DLive. You get lemons.
Yeah, you get
blockchain.
lemons.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's not really blockchain. That's they
Yes,
cash it in for you,
exactly.
Give you dollars and all that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? What we're gonna do is we're gonna get you some hex tonight, because so sometimes people come on here and they try and get, we've got influencers out there that ask for hex, like, yeah, give me some hex and I'll give you a review or some shit. But no, you're a guy that's not into crypto. We're going to set you up with a wallet tonight, and we're going to send you some hex.
No way. Let's do it. I'll get more too, because I just don't know how. I don't know how. I want to get it. I want to get involved, and I want to show my group and my community how they can get into it. I looked at the webpage. I find it, the CD kind of, the non-mining aspect to it. I know a little bit about it, what's going on. And
yeah, so that's a proof of what we call, there's two different kinds of proofs in the crypto world. Generalizing here, there's a lot of different intricacies and caveats to cryptos and their different formations of what they do and how they act. But there's two different types, really. There's proof of work and proof of stake. So Bitcoin is a proof of work, where computers basically do a big useless algorithmic program to a math program to kind of verify itself, and it keeps the ledger. So that's how it proves itself, as it does this useless, meaningless, wasteful work, wastes a lot of energy. And then, which I always understood is like, man, that's going to go away eventually. Proof of work just sucks, And then I seen there was another one called proof of stake, which means, okay, well, those people that lock that value up in the system or hold a bunch of it and keep it there are going to be the value of the coin in the system. So there's the proof of work, and then there's the proof of stake. And that's kind of a vague view of how it is. And then we've got nodes and all these other things where they're kind of like quasi in the middle of being a verifier and a proof of stake and a proof of work. And there's just you can get into a whole bunch of minutia with all that crap, but I'm not the technical guy. I don't know all of it. I just know kind of, the two basics. And then what hex is really a proof of stake coin that sits on a proof of work platform, which is Ethereum. And you've probably heard of Ethereum, right?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Okay. So Ethereum was the coin that kind of made all the coins famous, because you could build other coins on that platform and move them around. And so Ethereum was the one that brought the smart contract, or the ability to actually do things on the blockchain, which Bitcoin was just kind of like a transfer. You could transfer it, you can send it, you can receive it, and that was it. That's all you can do with Bitcoin. Okay. We call it the Bitcoin. But then Ethereum, all the tokens that were built on Ethereum had contracts built into their blockchain. So they did functions. Like what hex does. So the function hex does, which is brilliant, which nobody has done before, actually programs in, a CD type of savings account. So you can literally take your hex and use it like Bitcoin. You can move it around, you can spend it and share it and give it to people and give it back to you and move it around in wallets, just like Bitcoin. Or you can use the function in hex, and that is stake it like a CD, just like your bank CD, right. And you store it away for a certain amount of time. You're choosing and you take it out at your choosing. Whether you pull it out early or you pull it out when it matures is up to you. Pull it out early and you get big penalties.
That's what I thought.
And those penalties go to the other people who are staked. So basically the stakers are the bank and the Fed, and they got their own stake. And they're minting their own coins, staking their hex, creating the value of the ecosystem. And you as a user get to go in and use the function to save and store value and watch it grow. Right now we're growing at like 38 to 40% APY right now. I mean, it's sick, man. It is. I look at my account every day and go, this is criminal. It really is criminal, because I mean, a lot of us who got in early in the beginning, I mean, Hex is only a penny right now. It's just a little over a penny right now. Mm-hmm. And, we bought it for Satoshis, like fractions of a penny, when we launched just in December of 2019. Mm-hmm. So when we launched, we all bought it for, scraps, and there are people getting in today at just under a penny, right at a penny. And, but the value that we're getting from staking is just freaking out of this world, man. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. You got your computer in front of you?
Yeah, I'm on my laptop right now.
I'm going to get you, I want to make sure I get you the right one. I want you to put the extension on a Chrome browser. Do you have a Chrome browser there?
Yeah. I already have like a wallet thing I started. I'm not sure.
You got a MetaMask on there?
I'm not sure. Like, is Tron Link something?
No, that's something completely different.
Okay.
So you're going to want to put the extension MetaMask on your Chrome browser. Make sure you're grabbing the extension. Somebody post the proper link in the chat, guys. I don't want to steer them in the wrong direction. Make sure we get them the right thing. So here's something that we're going to learn while we're doing this. So there's something called phishing. You've heard of phishing. And what they'll do is some of these sites will actually have you set up a fake wallet, or have you put your private keys into their system, saying, "Hey, your wallet's down. We need you to put your private keys in." And they're stealing people's private keys, and they call them seed words, stealing people's seed words and stealing their accounts. So security is very, very important. And when you made your Tron link, I'm sure you had those 12 seed words or something that you created when you did your Tron link. Same thing with MetaMask. When you create a MetaMask, you're gonna set up a MetaMask. You're gonna keep those 12 words, and you're gonna write them down, and you're gonna put them away safe.
Okay.
In a safe.
Okay.
Because these accounts become very valuable. I went and did my taxes today, and my tax lady was like, "Yeah, my son was mining. He's all freaked out right now because he was mining Bitcoin a long time ago, like almost 10 years ago," she says. And I'm like, "Really?" And he lost his drive that he had his seed words on, and he was trying to find his drives. He was panicking because of what Bitcoin has done, and he had mined some Bitcoin, I guess, back in the day. So I was like, "Well, good luck to him, because that sucks if he had a bunch of it on there."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So I'm reading the chat. I didn't even know I could do that, but
If you go over there to comments, you click on that comments, and you can watch everybody putting in chat. That's not the D Live chat. That's just the what do you call it? The YouTube chat.
So you're on D Live right now?
Yeah, we're streaming D Live, we're streaming YouTube, we're streaming Twitter, we're streaming Theta. So we're on all those platforms.
I'm gonna host this for my viewers if I can, right quick.
Yeah, go right on ahead. Okay. Hey, Annette, what's happening? Good to see you, Annette, in the chat. Good to see you, Annette. Don't get to have you in the chat often. Good to have you. She's busy. She's a busy gal. She's one of our Twitter warriors, and we have a group of Hexagon ladies that they're the freaking best, man. They get out there and hook and jab. That's for sure.
So I hope you're not hearing that background stuff that's going on here.
No, I don't hear anything.
Good. So how can I find you on D Live?
Discourse _Syndicate is who we are. We haven't we haven't been doing too much promotion up there since all the rigmarole went down. We haven't been doing that.
Sweet.
And so we've kind of lost our following over there. We used to we were kind of exclusive there for a while, and then we were up on the board every day, and it was really moving. But then after all the stuff went down with what's his name and the capital and all that, everybody kind of like backed off a little bit.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you got your MetaMask there?
No, I don't know. No, I didn't get a link. I didn't see a link.
Oh,
sorry, my bad.
That's all right. Let me see if I can pull it up. I was hoping somebody would have stuck it in the.
Can I just DuckDuckGo it or something?
I'm gonna make. Yeah. It's just MetaMask.io. If you go to MetaMask.io, that's the link, and then see a little fox head.
Yeah.
That's the extension you're going to want to put in your browser. It's actually, if you go into your Chrome tab and you go to extensions, up at the top, you hit your little hamburger there, and you push on, I think it's more tools. Yeah. You go more tools, and then you go extensions. You'll find it in there. And that's kind of the better way to go. I like doing it right through, Chrome. I teach people to go through Chrome so that you don't grab some funky link somewhere and start doing weird shit. But I mean, and that's the way people get hacked. They just, they get phished. And we've had, over the last, year and a few months, we've seen everybody who got hacked in Hex. That's how it's happened, is somebody has asked them for their seed words. Here, input your seed words. Your account's down right now. And then boom, they put their seed words in there, and wham, their shit's gone. They go in there and just yank their shit. And it's sad, because we've seen some people lose a significant amount of money that way. And it hurts when you see that happen. That's the good thing and bad thing about crypto, is that it's easy to go in there and use, but you've got to have some sense of smarts about how you use it. And what's cool is we'll be able to do a little bit here.
So I have the extension now.
Let's see. I think I've got.
I got that MetaMask extension. I'm ready to rock.
Oh, you got it in there?
Yeah, I think so. It's
okay. So what you're going to want to do is right now, I tell everybody, before you do anything, before you put any crypto in there, write those seed words down.
Okay.
So get those seed words, write them down in order, make sure it's spelled correctly, and then those things have to go away somewhere safe.
Okay. I'm going to grab a pen. Just give me 1 second.
Right on. Okay, guys. So this is cool. We've got our buddy here, Tech Tai from D Live is going to be. Actually, we're going to onboard him right now and teach everybody a little bit about MetaMask and MetaMask security, and just watch the old pirate, how he does it for folks. Because I mean, you guys are going to go through this stuff with people, and it's going to get frustrating. But you just got to make sure that you're talking about the right things to them too, and talking about security and talking about securing those seed words. Because those are the important things, because, if they got that and they got that secured, even if they blow their PC up or lose something and, some reason, I had one time where my Chrome browser actually got rid of my MetaMask for me on its own. And I had to go search the seed words down. It was like my first Ethereum wallet I ever had. And I had a bunch of shit coins on there. But I did happen to find the seed words and got it back up and running. So anyway, let's see. All right, he's back. So I was just telling people that, this is the way they need to teach people how to do this. And what's cool is once you show somebody how to do this, this is how they're going to show somebody else how to do it. It's monkey see, monkey do. And crypto's not easy, but if you do the right things, then people are safe, and you won't have a nightmare or horror story with one of your friends or family or somebody you're helping onboard. So seed word security of utmost importance.
So I'm going to want to, so I'm back. Sorry, but my apologies on the.
That's all right.
So what I want to do is just pick 12.
No, you're not going to pick 12 words. You got to get your seed words out of that account there.
Oh, okay.
You go up to did you get the little fox show up in your
an extension browser?
Yeah. So you're going to click on that and you're going to open it up and gosh, I don't have, hold on one second.
They got treasure chest and everything back there. Badass. All right, get started.
I got to break out the, I have a separate PC I use for my crypto. I don't usually have it locked away. Doesn't come out. But tonight I was getting ready to do a little bit of moving around with some stuff. Let's see. We're all playing around over on a different network right now called the Matic network. It's a function called a DEX, a decentralized exchange called QuickSwap, and it's on layer 2 of Ethereum. So it's like all this weird stuff you got to do to get over there, and it's way more complicated than what you need to talk about. But for somebody new, but yeah, that's what I was playing with.
Some of the words you're using, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know, man, and that's
all
and
good.
You know what? I'm not that guy, man. I'm not. But because of what I'm involved in, I have to, all these guys are, hey, did you do this? Did you get that? Are you yield farming over there? Did you try this? And I have been, and so far I haven't hurt myself or anything. But so what you're going to do is click on the fox.
Clicking on the fox, and
then over on the there's a little hamburger menu or 3 little dots over there.
Well, I have mine said get started, new to MetaMask. No, I already have.
New to MetaMask. Yeah, you got to actually set up the account now.
Create a wallet. So create
a wallet. Yep, there you go.
And then so I'm going to agree to these things.
Yep. And then it's going to give you your seed words.
No, not yet. It said create a password.
Yeah. You just create a quick password. That's going to be your entry and exit from your PC to the wallet. It's not your seed words. It's just your password to open it up, because it'll shut it down when you close your browser out.
What are you talking about, Charles?
And when you do get there, it's going to
sorry.
It's going to get boring for a second, guys, but this is useful for folks who may be helping people to onboard. You sure you've done this before?
I've never did this. So
no, one of the guys in the deals asking me if I've done this before.
Yeah, you've probably done it a couple times, huh?
A couple. I hate doing it.
Oh, what's the secret?
What's that? Sorry?
Now I'm at the secret backup phrase.
Yeah. So you're gonna click to reveal it.
Click to reveal. All right. I'm not gonna say anything. Just
nope. You're not gonna say a damn thing. You're gonna write those down. Those are the most important words.
Going
you will own. And what's cool about a seed phrase is if you're good enough with them and you can memorize them, then you can take them wherever you go. You can actually erase all this stuff from your PC, and your seed words can go with you. So that's what's beautiful about crypto, is that you can literally travel around the world with all of your wealth and have it with you.
With words.
Just with words that are in your head.
Wow. Okay, so now I have to just confirm it. And does it have to be in order?
You do have to have them in order.
Okay.
So it's going to ask you to click on each one, and then you put them in there in order. They want to make sure that you understand that this is how it has to be done. So they're basically verifying that you're smart enough to actually activate and use the wallet.
I hope I am. we'll find
and
out
so that
soon.
when you do go to reinstall one day, you understand that they do have to go in order, and you're not freaking out because you can't get it to pop back up.
I'm all done. Congratulations. Start swapping.
Start swapping. There you go. So now you can actually attach that to the top of your Chrome browser. So you'll have a little fox up there. So whenever you click that fox, it's going to drop down. So a couple of things are going to happen in order for you to use this wallet now. So it's one thing to have a wallet, bitching cool. Hey, you're all happy now. But now you got to have some crypto. So you're going to need some Ethereum, because when you're operating an ERC20 token on the Ethereum network, which basically your MetaMask wallet is a wallet on the Ethereum network, and all of the tokens in there now have that address. Do you see? Have you? Do you have the icon in your Chrome browser?
Yes, I believe so. What, like the
little fox head?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so click on that and you'll get a little drop down, and it'll show you your wallet. There won't be anything in it at this point, of course.
Yeah, but it's not dropping down. It just keeps popping in and out. Because maybe I'm on the wallet already.
You probably
there it is. There it is. Yeah, I see it now. Cool.
Okay, so there you are. So see where it says main there, and right dead smack in the middle, on the top, where you drop down.
I have the maintenance one.
No, it says main.
Am I drunk or something?
No, maybe. So this is where it gets all confusing, because everyone's like, okay, what do you got going on there?
Is it okay to say what's on there? Because I can tell you.
Yeah, say what's on there. Yeah.
So there at the very top, there's the logo on the left, the fox. On the right, there's a weird looking flag. Yep. And then in the middle it says Ethereum mainnet. Ethereum main, yeah. And then underneath it says account 1.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Mine's says main. I'm sorry. Okay. So account 1. So you see the numbers underneath that account 1.
Yeah.
That's your wallet address.
Okay.
So whenever you click on that, you're going to copy it. It will copy if you click on that.
Seen it. Yep.
So in crypto, because this address is so long, the way to quick verify is how they've got it set up here. What you're looking at is the first 4 or 5 numbers and letter sequence in the address, and the last 4 or 5 number letter sequence in the address. So when you're verifying the fact that you actually put the proper address into a send or receive function, like you've sent somebody your address, or they're sending you an address, or you're getting ready to send a transaction. Yeah. That's always a good, quick way, and a good way to understand how to operate in crypto is to always know your address by the first few and last numbers of it. So you don't have to memorize the whole thing, but you can actually look at it and go, okay, yeah, that's my address.
Gotcha.
I know it's in there.
Yeah.
So that's how you utilize that. Now, if you copy it, it copies the whole thing.
Okay.
And then of course you see buy, send, swap, all that stuff there, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's where your functionality of your wallet is. And this is how you move your crypto around.
Okay.
And then that address right there, if you want, why don't you go ahead and throw that up into, see the private chat up to the top right there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and copy that address and throw it into the private chat.
I did that.
Okay, let me grab that real quick.
So how much do you how many of it do you memorize? Sorry,
like just usually the first 4 and the last 4 I remember.
Okay. Yeah.
You when you start to use these things enough, and you start knowing what you're like. Yeah, that's mine.
Right off the bat. Okay, yeah.
because
that's a jumble of numbers right there.
Yeah, because no 2 are the same, and rarely do you get any that are the same first 4 in close and last. Rarely will you end up in that situation, but it's always good to make sure you got the last 4 and the first 4, and then you're like, okay, I'm good. So that's a good practice in how to operate in a crypto wallet. So let me see. Okay, so there's your address. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to add some hex. So if you scroll down, you should have a little blue box in there that says add token. In the same, if you go all the way to the bottom of that, where we were looking at buy, send, swap, there should be, if you
add token.
So click on add token.
Yeah.
And it should be on search, not custom token. And just type in
Hex.
HEX.
Say that again.
HEX. Hex.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Just want to make sure I didn't hear the second. Yeah, it's coming up.
Okay.
Sweet
And
logo.
then add that, click on it, and then it'll say add to wallet.
Okay.
Go ahead and add that one.
So I did that, and then now it's like saying add tokens or.
Yeah. So now you can actually, somebody can actually send you hex. You know what I'm going to do? Our community is really cool. I'm going to have to move over to another computer in order to get you some. But what I'll do is I'm going to throw this into the chat. Watch this, bro. I'm going to throw it in the chat and I'm going to show you how cool our community is. So your address, I just doxed the shit out of you into your address into, and later I can show you how to hide this stuff later.
Okay.
But anyway, so I just put your address in the chat, and let's see, we can probably get somebody in the chat to send a few hex over, and I'm going to get you a few hex too. And then I'll send you some ETH too, some Ethereum, because what happens is, in order to move or stake your hex, you are going to have to use Ethereum to do so. And right now, because of how stupid everything is in crypto, because of all this big bull market and things that are going on in Ethereum, the gas prices, the price to actually do something with your crypto is phenomenally freaking high. It's just stupid high. Yeah, it's really stupid high right now.
Like, give me an example. Like what?
Like if you want to stake your hex, if you want to put your hex on a stake and put it out there in a CD, it's going to cost you like $20 or $30 to do so.
Okay.
To do a transaction, to move $12, $13 to move it from one wallet to another, that kind of shit. So it's not cheap.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Copy the address from chat. Oh, yeah, you can't copy it from chat. Okay, I'm sorry, guys, but you can. Let's see. Where else could I put it? Well, that's it, guys. If you can.
Oh, they can't copy it, right? Okay.
They can't copy it. That's all right. Copy function doesn't work. Yeah. Well, can you type it out?
That's a long go.
So when we first started, when we first launched, and it was like, cost us like 4 or 5 cents to send a transaction. Yeah. So it was really cheap. But as the network got more and more congested, Ethereum does this thing where it's like, you can speed up the transaction. So basically you put your transaction up and the miners bid on who's going to take it, pick it up. So like they're looking for the higher fee. So as they're doing this, it kind of creates this everybody's kind of clamoring to get a better deal or to get their transaction done. So they're putting in more and more and more. So it creates this loop of the prices going up and up and up. And there's more things like NFTs. I don't know if you know what NFTs are.
I've heard of them.
No fucking thanks is what we say. But
yeah.
It's basically, it's JPEG
transaction
artwork, It's really just a JPEG artwork with a crypto signature on it. So it's a one of a kind. It's like, it's literally a freaking JPEG.
Okay.
And so, I mean, but I know there's people talk about a lot of different things that they want to do with them, information they want to put in. I don't know, but I haven't seen the value in it yet, to be honest. So, but anyway, just like in 2017 with what Ethereum came out with these crypto kitties, which was another just ridiculous NFT situation where these things were a one of a kind cat and they got millions of dollars for them, and it was just stupid. But because of that, people spent a lot of money, and so
it's just a virtual, like basically like something you would buy for a video game. Sort of like
it's a picture, bro. It's a picture, man. It's a pixelated picture. It's
like really, emoji or something.
Like an emoji.
Who wants that? Who's gonna pay for that crap?
One just sold, dude. 2 or 3 days ago, one just sold for $69 million.
I gotta start making emojis. I'm in the wrong business.
Well, see, that's what
Pushing
happens.
buttons.
I mean, you've heard of the tulip thing, right? I mean,
No.
you've never heard of the tulip thing. Well, I guess back in the day, there was this big push to get tulips. And this was, I don't know when this was. This was like
Are you talking
maybe,
about the flowers? Tulips?
yeah,
Okay.
tulips, the flowers. There was
All
a
right.
big thing where tulips became very, very expensive for no reason whatsoever. It was just a big hype thing. They
Yeah.
hyped it up, and everybody was trying to get the tulips, and it turned into this big. The tulips just went into astronomical prices and
Diamonds.
like diamonds, and it was a tulip pump, is what it was,
Okay.
and it was a real thing. It really happened, and people FOMO'd into tulips, and then it all crashed, and everybody looked like a bunch of dummies. And
Carrying a
that's
bunch of
kind of
flowers
what's
around.
and then, well, I don't even think. I think
flower.
you like owned like paper tulips. Like you owned you didn't really even own the tulips. It was like gold is today. You get the paper. You don't get the tulips. You got the paper. So it was one of those strange deals. Oh, drop it in the Cutthroat Telegram. Okay, hold on a second, guys. They want me to put your. We've got a room called the Cutthroat Room where all of our streamers are at, the community's streamers are at. So I'm gonna drop your address in there.
It's a cool community you guys got.
I think we got the best.
I have the best. Come on.
Well,
you guys are all right. Second place isn't bad.
So here's what we've done. So we had one guy that decided to start streaming. He was on DLive too for a long time. He was on YouTube. He got a stream shut down on YouTube. Now he streams exclusively on Twitch. His name is the Hexologist.
Okay.
And he puts on a lab coat and he puts a smile on his face and he gets out and he does the Hex news every day. He shows the charts. Cool. He does everything and brought the community together. And he's a fellow Marine. So I was like, I got to get in touch with this guy. He and I are both Marines. And so I got in touch with him and said, hey man, I want to do a community stream. I know you got your thing, but I want to do a community stream. Would you help me out? So he showed me how, man. He showed me how to set up the streaming thing, showed me how to do it. I didn't know crap. And so I just jumped out there and put this thing together. And what it was just to get the community out and start, talking to the community. And because we had a really dynamic chat room and we have a Hex Telegram. Let me throw that out so everybody knows what that is. So
I have no idea what that is. I have to check that out too.
Do you have Telegram?
No.
Oh, dude, you got to get Telegram, man.
Yeah,
so Telegram is it's a chat. It's a chat.
Kind of like Facebook kind of thing.
No. It's just a bunch of chat rooms, and they're specified to different communities. And then we have a bunch of them, but hex.com has a room, and there you can ask all kinds of questions. That's where the Hex community started. And it's T.me /Hex Crypto is the room. And you go there and everybody who's new to Hex or been in Hex for a long time. We've got some big community leaders that are in there, Kareem and Whales Only and Crypto Coffee, Motley the Investor, DC Crypto, all those guys are all in there answering questions, helping out the community. So because of being involved in that chat room, I said, well, I'm going to put a stream together for the community. And that's what Discourse Syndicate is, where this is the Hex community stream.
I've watched a few. Cool. Yeah. Before I came on. Not today, but a couple weeks ago.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah. We've been trying to reach out to the DLive community and everybody, all the different streaming communities, and we do raids every once in a while and just kind of show people what we just showed you, like, how to set up a MetaMask, how to get Hex, what it's all about, and just trying to spread the word. And we've actually brought a few DLivers on. We've got the Joker.
I've heard of him.
He got on with us, and he just got off the phone with me just a minute ago. He's got some stuff going on. And so a lot of the DLive, Mama Rock, she's been part of our community too. We've just been reaching out and trying to teach people about Hex and trying to, get involved with them. And, just do an outreach, just kind of an organic thing, because a lot of crypto is full of whales and financial institutions
especially now, right?
Big money. Yeah. Especially now. So we're like the grassroots, community driven, bare bones, real networking, organic growth part of the community, and because of that, because of what we've done, we've gotten favor from Richard Hart, the guy that actually created Hex, the founder. And I mean, he's just dropped all kinds of love on us and just, he's taught us everything that he's brilliant when it comes to crypto. He really is. He's a little rough around the edges. He's a little hard to swallow, he's some people have a hard time with him. And pun intended, guys, on all those ones, just to kind of, the chat room's gonna go crazy on all that stuff. But he's embraced us, and he's come on to our streams, and we've done 24-hour streams, and he's come on to 24-hour streams with us and shit. So
the whole 24 hours?
Yeah. No, he didn't sit with us the whole 24 hours. He comes on like the last 5 minutes and hangs with us.
That's so cool. Like 24 hours, man, he's really putting in work. He really
but no, dude, he does 8-hour streams on his own.
That's
so like, yeah. And that was like during the COVID thing, the whole pandemic issue, like a lot of us were at home, and it was really perfect timing for all of us Hexicans, because Richard was doing these long streams about the launch of Hex, and what was coming, what it was going to look like. And because of that, we were all able to spend a lot of time, in the chat rooms, dissecting and ingesting and understanding what he was saying in these long streams that he was doing explanations about, not only Hex itself, but crypto in general. And gosh, man, learned so much in this last year. I mean, I learned a lot from getting my ass beat in 2017 with all the ICOs and the big crash and all that stuff. Went to the school of hard knocks on that, but then getting up and dusting myself off, and then learning from Richard over the last year. I mean, I watched a lot of his stuff before, but really understanding what he was talking about these days has been like a big eye opener. And I suggest that to anybody who's out watching the stream right now. Go to Richard Hart, his YouTube channel. I think it's just Richard Hart. Yeah, on YouTube, just go to Richard Hart, look him up, and go look at some of those archived streams, because you want to learn crypto, you want to get to know it, turn your headphones on and go work in your garage, your backyard, or whatever this spring, or before you go to bed for a couple hours, and just turn a stream on, or if you're driving to work, get an hour or two in of drive time, man, listen to those streams if you want to learn what crypto is all about, because he's saying things that people don't say about crypto. And it's eye-opening. It really is. And a lot of the things resonate with me, because I knew that crypto was it hasn't been able to mature properly. Nefarious hands got a hold of crypto early on here. So we've had 10 years of bullshit is what it is,
Can I ask a few questions about it?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sitting here talking.
So you were talking, when you were talking about Hex being a stake more than a work. Is that right?
Proof of stake, yes.
Proof of stake instead of proof of work. How do I put this? Does the confidentiality, does that change? Because crypto is all about privacy, right?
No. And see, that's one of the big fallacies about crypto is the most transparent financial product on the planet, because, like I just gave your account number to everybody right now, and your account number, no matter who so let's just say you've got employees, right? And you want to pay them in crypto, unless you know how to do it and go and get a special wallet and wash your funds through someplace and then send them to them through another wallet and do all of this crap. They literally can see everything you've ever purchased every address you've ever sent crypto to, how much is in your crypto wallet, everything. They can
Really?
see everything. And it's really not it's not private at all, unless you
Oh.
go and do like somebody said go check your wallet.
I think I did check my wallet, and it looks retarded. I think it's like
What?
It's got like a lot of hex in there.
Oh,
Like
shit.
16,000 hex.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Nice.
That's a lot, I think, considering I had 0, and I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks. See, so that's the Hexicans hooking you up, man. Thanks,
incredible.
Guys. Whoever sent them that, appreciate it. And
it's really cool to get started like that. And how do you get more? Like, what if I want to buy more now? How does that happen?
So perfect. So let me. What about? Did I answer your question? I mean, did you asked about privacy? So
yeah. Sorry.
No, it's not private. And Hex is even worse, because intentionally, by design, you can really dig into Hex. It is the most transparent crypto out there, which is one of the design functions of it, so that you can actually. So if you want to look, you can actually look at the staking history of everybody in Hex. You can see where everybody is staked out at. So if you see a lot of stakes piled up in 1 month, in 1 year, you go, you know what? I'm gonna put some somewhere else. I don't want to be there when everybody's pulling out. I'm gonna go over here where it's empty and dry, looks like a desert. I'm gonna put my stakes here. When everything's calmed down from that big mess, maybe I'll go before it, maybe a little after, maybe a year after, or whatever, wherever that sweet spot is. You can actually look at Hex and kind of judge where you're going to put your stakes based on what's going on in the ecosystem.
So when you say place your stakes, is that a timing thing, or is that actual timing? All right.
Yeah. So you have a timeline of you have an amount of Hex that you're going to stake, and you're going to have a timeline of Hex that you're going to stake. Okay. So longer, of course, bigger the amount of Hex bigger and longer always pay better in Hex. And I won't get into the intricacies of shares and all that kind of stuff. But basically what happens is when you stake your Hex, you're given a share for your Hex. So your Hex is really burned, and you stake it, and shares are given to you. Every day the share price is going up. It's programmed into the function itself as the price is going up in Hex. So it can never go down. It's always the shares are going up. So the value of Hex is always going up when you're staked. So your stakes are always gaining interest. So this share price is what's key to us all getting 38 to 40% APY right now, plus, So the reason we're getting that is because of so little amount of Hex that is actually staked. There's only about 10% staked. Because of that, and because of the share price continuously rising, we're all getting our APY paid out to us in just massive amounts. Now, this
good time
could change over. What's that?
It's a good time to stake. It looks like a good time to stake.
It's always a good time to stake, because the price of shares is never going to be any better than now. It's always going to be going up. So the share price is always going up on Hex. So staking as soon as you can early, and staking long, and staking as much as you can is really the best play. That's the best play.
I had a follow-up question, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
Said you did taxes the other day, and if this is so transparent, then how does that affect your taxes? Is it taxable? Is all transactions taxable?
Yes. Everything is taxable. Now there is a new rule that came out this year. I suggest, I don't want to give anybody any tax advice. Go out and read the new if you're in the US, go out there and read the new crypto guidelines, because there are statements that you have to make to your tax professional or to the IRS. And they've changed the wording on that this year. So the question that you answer is based on how your crypto is actually sitting in the ecosystem. And from the way I see it, Hexicans who are staked out are not really in a tax situation at this point. So, but talk to your tax professional. I talked to mine and handle my stuff today. So when you realize gains, of course, when you turn your crypto back into dollars, that's when you change your crypto over from one to another, that's when you see a tax incident occurs. That's when a tax event happens. So now two things for you. First thing you have to do is you're going to have to find the appropriate on-ramp. And a lot of people use a lot of different things, Cash App, Coinbase. This is the hard part of crypto, because you have to do what's called KYC, and that's called know your customer. That's when they tell you, bend over, spread your cheeks, give me your ID. We want your firstborn, all that kind of shit. Right. So the basic one everybody goes to is Coinbase. Sucks. The chat right now is going to fill up with places for you to onboard. But what you are going to want to do, and you don't have to do it right this moment. You've already got a crypto wallet. You can receive and move crypto. You just can't turn it into cash dollars until you get, you can't do it from MetaMask at this point. Okay. So you have to sign up for another app to get out your money and to transfer it from from digital to dollars. Yeah. So like, for instance, Coinbase, they're the big one. So what they do is you sign up with Coinbase, they do a little transaction deal on your account, your bank account. They're going to want you to take a picture. They're going to want you to give all of your information, your social security number and all that kind of stuff. And then once you've done that, they'll verify your account. And then it's going to take you a couple of transactions, and they're going to hold your crypto, and it's going to take you about 2 weeks. And by the time it's all done, it's a week or two. I mean, I remember we had to wait a week just this recently. And then I sat my cousin down. She's like, I'm ready to go. And then we sent her ETH, and they said, nope, another 72 hours. And it was like, oh, geez. So it's a big rigmarole. And that's the problem with crypto, is all of this stuff. The regulations, which I suppose are somewhat necessary, are gumming up the system a little bit. And then of course everybody's skimming and wanting their little piece of share off the top, and like you were saying, with the mining, and it's rape, man. When you onboard, it's like, I mean, the fees are pretty big getting into crypto. So you can still have to do that. You can still make transactions without going through them just by sending crypto. So yes. Right? So now you can send crypto, move crypto around. There's all kinds of places that you can go and get your crypto from, what they call OTC, over the counter or whatever. I'm writing this stuff down because OTC. I don't know it. I don't know it. So, so Binance US is one way that you can onboard, which is better than Coinbase, is what a lot of people are saying. So what's that one called? Sorry, was that one? Binance US. Binance? Yeah, Binance is a crypto exchange. Okay, it's a cool name. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not really just to let you know, these are what we call middlemen. So crypto was invented to get rid of the middlemen, and now you got these men here. Now we got all these middlemen, and that's what these things are, middlemen. And they're just necessary evils, unfortunately. But it is what it is. You gotta deal with it, and what can you do? Okay, so what about buying? So how do I buy now? So what I'm gonna do for you now is I am going to put in the chat room. I'm going to give you what's called now that we talked about centralized exchanges and the middlemen. Something this last year has come to combat that, right? So we've got these things called DEXs, and DEXs are decentralized exchanges. And basically what they are is some code sitting on the Ethereum network that allow you to go in, and instead of KYCing and going and doing all of the bend over and take your picture and all that stuff, you literally just hook your MetaMask wallet up to it. And you can go in there and trade whatever you want. Any ERC20 or Ethereum based coin or wrapped coin or whatever. You can go in there and trade them. So you can swap. So you can just swap them. It's
Basically,
exactly what
like
it is.
if you think that this coin is going to do well, you just swap it out
You
and
just swap it out and boom. And some of them even have the ability to do limit orders. So
yeah, I seen that in the chat. Someone said that.
yeah, so you can go to 1inch.exchange and you can do limit orders and things there. But Uniswap, and I'll put that in the we actually have one that's called, oops, hold on a second. What do you mean? This site can't be reached. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Wow, there it is. So there's another DEX that we like a lot. It's called ETHEX.com.
ETHEX.
ETHEX, ETHHEX, so two H's.com. And that's kind of our little front end to Uniswap.
Okay.
And you can go in there and if you open one of those up, here I'll flip you the link.
In the private chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Appreciate it. This is really great. This is really informative for me and my chat. My group will be there, I'm sure, like watching right now and taking this all in.
Good.
Yeah.
And then if you go to this this link that I just sent you,
taking this all in,
then you'll actually see what the DEX looks like. It's very simple. You got a button up to the top that tells you, don't worry about the V1, V2 and the settings and all that stuff for now. But what you do is you just hit that connect to wallet and it's going to want to connect to your MetaMask.
Okay. I'm loading it up now.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Connect to wallet.
Yep.
And then
because your MetaMask is on that browser, it's going to say, okay, we want to connect to this wallet. You give it permission to do so.
Yeah.
And it does it.
Connect. All right. That's it. Right.
There you go. There you go. And then now you have a DEX. And so you save that in your browser. And if you look at the center of this thing, you'll see the ETH there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll see the hex underneath it there.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So drop down menu on the ETH.
Okay.
And you've got all these tokens that you can trade. So what it's showing you is you're trading the top token for the bottom token.
Let me just take a look at that back and see. You're trading the top for the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
So it's from to. So if you put your hex up at the top there.
Right. Okay.
You could either click that blue button and it'll flip it over, or you can just punch in hex. So now you should have an amount of hex showing above the top of your hex. Just say 16,000, whoever gave you that.
Yes.
So that's the amount of hex that you have that you can swap for something else. So hit max. There's a little button that says max, I think.
Yeah.
You hit max and it puts all of your hex there. And then it'll show you how much ETH you can buy. The numbers will change. And then you'll see how much ETH you can buy for your hex that you just got. Or you can put USDC in there, that's the stable coin that's pegged to the dollar. Is USDC.
Yeah.
So if you go in there and find that coin, that's your dollar token. So that's like, if you're a trader,
I'm not going to trade. I'm not doing that.
But if you did want to if you wanted to pull your crypto off of the network and into the dollar, that's how they do it. So they pull it, like traders, they would pull it off, hey, well, this is going to moon. Oh, I'm going to pull it down, put it back in dollars. Oh, and it dumps. And then they buy, which never works for anybody. But that's what the function of the USDC is that it's pegged to the dollar so that you can, you have a dollar token and then you have your hex, your ETH, and all your other tokens that are, volatile assets in crypto, and USDC is supposed to be the non-volatile asset, crypto that is actually pegged to the dollar. But just a caveat, there is a switch on there where whoever they might be can pull the switch on that and shut it down if they'd like. So that's one of those things. So buyer beware.
Right.
But it is the stable coin of the Ethereum network that everybody tends to like to use. So just for your information. So that's where you swap. So now that's where you're going to turn your Ethereum your Bitcoin, or not your Bitcoin, but anything that you want to bring over to here, or you want to purchase, Ethereum is what you're going to be bringing over, because that's what you're going to use to either purchase or to, use as gas, because you're going to need some Ethereum, or else you won't be able to do anything.
Okay.
So don't show people how to sell Hex RG3. Show them how to buy it. They don't need to know how to sell it for a long time.
I don't want to sell it anyway.
He's absolutely correct, and that's why I'm not too worried about telling him to go and onboard right now, because we've all been talking about onboarding people, and the hard part is getting people into of course, onboarding their fiat into the crypto world, and then turning it into Hex and all that. So it's necessary, but it is the last thing you need to really worry about. If you do have crypto or can get crypto onto the network, the last thing you need to do is turning it into dollars, because Hex is a long play. Just to let you know, this is all long-term play. So anyway, let's see. Crypto Grandma is on. She says, Warren, watch security videos and check out Telegram first.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can't stress the importance of security. As long as your seed words are safe, and you don't put them anywhere. Don't ever put your seed words anywhere unless you just do the process that you and I just did, which is erased from Chrome, your Chrome browser, add it back in through Chrome, through metamask.io. And then when it says, instead of create a new wallet, it says import a wallet, you'll click on import, and then it'll say, give us your seed words. And then that's, you double check your URL and make sure that you are on the right URL. You're metamask.io, and you're not on some weird fuck you IO, and you just make sure that it's proper before you put those seed words in. So never, ever, nobody should ever ask you for your seed words. You're the only person that creates that function to happen, meaning you've erased your wallet, or your wallet is gone, and you're putting a new wallet in, and you know where you're at. Never give your seed words to anybody or anything. And if you don't trust your old lady, don't give them to her either.
All right, I got you. I got you on that. Keep these locked up.
So now you know how to trade, how to transform.
But how do I buy
into Hex? What's that?
How do I buy?
So you got to get Ethereum. So now we have to find a way to get Ethereum, and that's your onboarding process. You're either going to go through Cash App or Binance US.
Okay,
Coinbase.
That's
where you're going to take your dollars, connect your bank account, and put your dollars into that, and turn that into Ethereum. Ethereum is what you're going to want.
Then I change my Ethereum to Hex.
Exactly. But you're going to first have to take your Ethereum and move it from that wallet, from that onboarding platform, to your MetaMask wallet.
Gotcha.
So what you'll do is there'll be a place for you to send. Of course, you see the send button. You'll go in there. You'll put your dollars in. And then you'll purchase your Ethereum, and then you're going to send your Ethereum, and it's going to ask you for the address. And remember that address I showed you how to copy?
Yeah.
That's going to go into the receive wallet where you're going to send it to. You're going to put that in there, double check it, make sure it's the right one. And then you're going to hit send, and it's going to send your Ethereum over to your MetaMask. And now your MetaMask is attached to your DEX, to Uniswap here. And then you're going to take your Ethereum, put it on the top there, and put Hex on the bottom, and buy as much as you'd like. You always got to make sure you keep some Ethereum in there, because you're going to see, once you do buy some Ethereum, you're going to see the fees it's going to cost you. So I suggest to everybody right now, put $150 worth of Ethereum in there, and just hold it in there so that you can make some transactions.
Gotcha.
And so it's going to be, let's see, what RG3 has only onboarded 3 people, including this guy. He's still.
Thank you. This is what I need, though.
I don't onboard people. I don't like doing it. I have onboarded like a handful of folks. I mean, I've done it a lot of times, but just recently I've been doing it for people. But
I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
And then
so the last thing you need to do is learn how to stake, right?
That's exactly what I was going to ask next. How do I stake it when I buy it?
So now let me put the I'm going to give you the the URL of that. So what you're going to do, well, here, I'll just put the project. So go.hex.com is going to be, let's see, throw that in there, is the URL that you're going to go to, but it's /stake.
Okay, /stake.
Here it is. And I just put it in the private chat. So just click on that. And it's going to also connect to your MetaMask wallet.
All right. Grabbing it.
And it's gonna look a little intimidating and complicated at first. Us Hexicans have been staring at this thing for months and a year and plus now. So we understand it's not, hurting any of our brains anymore. But at first it may be a little intimidating.
Oh yeah, it looks a little intimidating. Looks
okay. Okay, so let's go over everything real quick. So up on the top, you've got your transfer, which is how you move your crypto within the ecosystem there. You have the stake tab, which is the one that we're going to be. The other ones, the claim, the refer, transform, those are gone now. That was only for the launch phase. Okay, so don't worry about that. But go ahead and click on stake, and you may need to connect your wallet.
Yes, I need to connect the wallet. I'm doing that. So
connect your wallet.
Right. Connecting. All right. Wow, that is cool looking page. Like we're NASA page or something.
So you're connected now? Yeah. Okay, so see up at the top where it's on the top left where it says not the blue outline stake, but where it says stake underneath the hex logo and the hex. Well, down below that, you'll see hex and it says stake amount of hex. Just hit max on that, so your 16,000 is in there. You're not going to be able to do anything because you don't have any Ethereum yet, but your 16,000 is there. And if you click on max, it should push it right there in the stake amount.
It did.
Okay, so now what you've done is you've put your amount of hex in, and you're going to want to pick the length of days. Now, Hexicans, we have there's a maximum amount. You can stake it for a day, or a maximum amount of time is what we call a Quattro Cinco, 5555. The reason it's 5555 is because it was the maximum allowable days that we can stake without killing us in fees on the system, because Ethereum operates functions. So it has to do math on your stake. And because of the amount of gas to spend and all that, this was the maximum length we can go without killing everything. So 5555 or a Quattro Cinco is the stake that everybody like. That's like the stake, man. That's because that's where you'll make your best gains, is by putting it out at 15 years. Now, we've all laddered out
for 15 years. That's how long it is.
That's the longest stake that you can stake. But of course, you can do a 6 month, a year, a 5 year, a 10 year. Think of it as a CD. Okay, it's like, how much do I want to invest in a certificate of deposit and save? Got kids. 18 years from now, 15-year one for my kid, for his for his graduation whatever. Me and my wife, our 50th anniversary, I'm going to put a Quattro Cinco if we stay together. Boom, put that out there. All that kind of stuff. So you can put different stakes out, or you can ladder. A lot of people. I've created what's called an income ladder, and what I do is not now. It's not happening now. It's into the future still. Every month, I'm going to get a stake that comes out. And I'll realize the value of that stake every month for 6 years. I thought the sweet spot myself was staking it out beyond 6 years. So I created a 6-year staking ladder. So what I'm going to do is every month I'm going to pull my principal, and I'm going to put it back out 6 more years, and I'm going to keep the interest and continue to run that income ladder every month. Then I put a big pump stake in every fourth month. So, every third month. So I have 4 of those. Every third month, I have a big stake that comes out, and that's how my income ladder goes. Now I'm seriously considering taking my principal and throwing it out even further than that now, because of the value of shares and the value of Hex. Well, I would like to gather even more shares because the shares are what's going to become rare and valuable. It's just game theory that we've understood through the Hexagon community of what's the real value of Hex. And the real value of Hex is putting it out there for a long amount of time. And it's delayed gratification. And it's really the counterintuitive to crypto completely, because crypto is about easy, right now, instant gratification, all that kind of stuff. Hex is about long-term gratification, delayed gratification, doing the right things, being a good steward of the crypto community and the crypto that we're involved in. Dollar cost averaging in, dollar cost averaging out, not looking to dump on people, not looking to trade, not looking to pump and dump, none of that stuff. Hex is a very responsible community, very responsible attitude, very responsible staking strategies, all of these things. The whole community, our organic community, has operated that way and has been teaching these things to people. We've created what's called good whales. We've got a lot of whales in the community that have big wallets, and they don't want to dump on the Hexagon community's head. They want to be responsible. Like we just had a stake. We had a stake came out day before yesterday, or it was yesterday, day before yesterday. $1.5 billion Hex came out and unstaked. It was staked for a year, and everybody was anticipating, what the hell is this guy going to do with that? We're talking, it's a penny, bro. So $1.5 billion, what is that in dollars? I mean, it's a shit ton of freaking money, right? Well, the guy took $1 billion and restaked it for 10 years. Smart.
That's good for the community, right?
It's really good for the community. Really good for the confidence in the product. And then the coins that he had left over, we haven't seen. And in fact, we've seen a pump in the price over the last couple of days versus any type of a dump. So even these big players that are getting involved are being responsible in how they're reacting. You don't see that in other cryptos. You don't see that type of behavior.
Especially now that there's so many coins out there. Now is that, am I right? Is it now that there's so many that people are jumping from one to another to try to get the quick?
Oh yeah. Oh, they want this one to pump and excuse me, this one to pump and this one to pump, and it's they're chasing their tails. They're chasing the dragon. It's I see all this trading going on, and in the real world, it's hard to trade and day trade. When it comes to like the S&P 500 and those kinds of assets and whatnot. Crypto is a completely different animal because you have so much manipulation, price manipulation, founders doing things, big wallets doing things, big moves happening. So even if you are charting and watching the charts and you understand Fibonacci's and retracements and all of these different, parameters within charting, you're still, all of the variables will fuck you up, and you're just going to get wrecked. Every trader I've known out there has just gotten wrecked. And, just because they have a YouTube channel and they have a chart behind them and they sound really convincing doesn't mean that they're helping anybody. They've been wrecking people for years and hurting people for years in crypto. And that's why I say that it hasn't matured yet, because it hasn't really done what it's supposed to do, which is get rid of the middlemen, help us to dispose of the banks, and help us to free people up financially so that they can actually move their money on their own, and like I said, cross borders with their seed words in their heads, and do things like that, and time deposit with real interest versus what the banks are giving you today, because the banks are giving you nothing, and the dollar is doing its thing. And I'm not a doomsdayer on the dollar. I'm not saying the dollar is going to crash to nothing and the world's going to turn into a zombie apocalypse. I'm not one of those guys. But I do understand the problems with it. And I do understand that there's going to be inflation. I do understand there's going to be a lot of people who aren't going to be as fortunate as me and put themselves in a good position for this whole thing. It is going to get worse. It's going to be hard on people. I don't think it's going to be a doomsday scenario, but it is going to be, it's going to be hard times for folks. It already is. I mean, it already is.
I think I'm one of the more doomsday people.
Yeah. There's a lot of you guys out there.
I mean, I'm not saying it could it could go many different ways. So I'm not saying, oh, it's going to be horrible. It could be, it could work itself out in a better way. But
yeah, well, I mean, I understand. Look, I'm 53 years old, so I've been around the block a few times, and I've seen cycles come and go. Historically, I've liked to look at cycles as far as before my lifespan, what happened before my lifespan, and I look back and I go, wow, man, my grandfather was in the Great Depression. He grew up in the Great Depression. He's 92 years old, So I have that history personally that I get to talk to. Man had to eat a grass sandwich when he was a kid. They had to put butter, or all the kids threw their lunches in a pile, and somebody had a grass sandwich with butter in it, and I mean, those kinds of things, those stories of what was going on in those days. Jeez. And we don't have anything like that.
No,
we don't here in the US have anything like that. That was the US of A that was happening. People were giving their kids away, couples were
selling kids. Yeah.
Yeah, they were giving their kids away and dropping them off at people's homes because they couldn't take care of them anymore, and they were afraid the kids were going to die out there with them. So they just, couples were, didn't want to split up, but they'd have to split up just to survive. I mean, there was all kinds of really strange stuff that was going on that we don't understand today. That it's not happening today, even though it's bad. People are still running around with fucking $600 cell phones in their hands.
Mm-hmm. True.
So don't tell me that, this is, doomsday yet. I mean, this is nothing compared to what this country has already been through.
I hope we never get back to that.
No, I don't. I hope that we don't. But I think that, I've read a lot of people talking about how they wish that they would have done what they've done today, which is print more money. If they would have printed money back then, they could have averted that real bad decline that they had. But they decided not to. And it didn't, and it was doomsday for a lot of people. And we don't see that today. People are starting to get some money. I mean, it's bad. There's people without jobs. There's people that aren't, there's companies that are gone now that were there before, so there is a bad situation happening out there. But I just, like I said, I'm definitely not pro dollar because I know that there's problems with it. Mm-hmm. And I'm definitely not pro who's in charge of it. And the things that they're doing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not that guy. But I'm a believer in the human race that we are going to get through this, and we're going to figure out a way to do it. There's a lot of people out there saying crypto's the answer. And I'm telling you, fuck you. You're full of shit. Crypto is not the answer. Crypto's full of charlatans, hucksters, and fucking PT Barnums right now. So don't give me the crypto is going to save the fucking world shit when it's full of bullshit right now. Hex is the only thing that I've seen in crypto that has any chance in hell of bringing this thing out of the cesspool that has fucking sunk itself into. This thing is a cesspool. Crypto is shit. And I'm a crypto streamer, and I'm telling everybody right now, crypto is crap. Bitcoin is dog shit. It's not tech that's supposed to be taking us into the next century. Yes, it gets its respect. Don't let me, every time I say this, I get comments in the fucking chat, quit talking bad about Bitcoin. You're going to turn people off. I don't care who the fuck I'm turning off. I don't get paid to do this, guys. This is just my stream to come out here and vent. And sometimes the old pirate gets a little pissed off and says, all of this shit that you guys are calling the savior of the fucking world, the savior of the fucking monetary system, bullshit. Not when you got all the crap that's going on out there. Not when you stupid motherfuckers are buying goddamn JPEGs for $69 million. Fuck you. Your crypto's bullshit. It's going to take us a little while to climb out of the cesspool, and Hex is the start of it. That's all I can say. And that's why I'm here talking about Hex to people, because it is the beginning of that. And we've got something good. We've got a finished crypto. There's no promises. We've got an audited crypto. So I'll give you all the details on it. So Hex has been audited 3 times. And you don't see other cryptos getting that done. Before Richard launched it, he had it audited. Literally 3 different times it was audited, and it came out solid. And guess what? We've been running for over a year now. Not a single hiccup. Hasn't been down once. Nobody turned anything off. Nobody turned anything back on. None of that shit. It's been running smooth. Only thing I've ever seen do that. No rug pulls.
Is
no
it just,
bullshit.
has it been a steady incline?
Oh yeah, just go look at the chart. Yeah, look at the charts. Go look up Hex and go look at the charts.
Yeah, I will.
Up and to the right, baby. Just up and to the right.
And
up and to the right.
It's just nice and gradual, or
well, no, we've had some big pumps.
Big jump. Okay.
We've had some big pumps, but we've had some dumps too. Just like crypto does. When you've got as low a trading volume and liquidity as you do, as something that just starts, when it's just birthing itself, you're going to get a lot of volatility, especially in its first year. It's just coming out. A very small amount of financial energy can move it either way. So you're going to get a lot of volatility in something like that. So, but
especially starting off, right?
Yeah, especially starting off. But when you look at Hex and you look at the chart, it's just nothing but solid. And we've got guys that are streaming hours and hours and hours and doing analysis on, Hex's chart. And I can break it down for you real easy. Fucking up and to the right, man. That's all it's done, is up and to the right. And it's done it on a steady basis, just like everything. And getting into something new that's good in the beginning is always the way to do it. It's always the way to do it. If you want to make mad gains in anything, I've been in a lot of different startup companies, and getting into the ground floor and first movers advantage always has its advantages. And Hex is no exception. It is the best thing that crypto has going for it. And being in early in something like this is definitely a plus. And that's why we stream. That's why we're trying to bring awareness to people, because right now, like I said, this is a grassroots freaking deal here. This is just organic growth of hexagons talking to other hexagons and reaching out to communities like yours. Just, we haven't really hit mainstream or done anything. We've had some big streamers come on and talk to us and whatnot, but really we've been fighting crypto FUD, which is, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We've been fighting the FUD for, the past year of our launch is what we've really done, because crypto, they didn't understand, it was so easy to just call us a scam. We literally have streams where Richard has gone on and the guy's like, you're a scammer, you're a scam. That literally, that's what this dumbass did, was literally, his name's Peter McCormick. I'll call him out right now. Scam. You're scam. You're a scammer. Well, guess what, Peter? You got wrecked, bitch. Who's the scammer? You, bitch. You're the one that was out there telling people to go out and trade on margin and all that other shit that he was doing. He was promoting, stuff that was really scamming people.
Right.
And but no, there's no accountability for it. He's never apologized or anything to the community or to Richard or anybody, but literally went on a stream and just said, you're a scammer. You're a scammer. Scam. It was so amateur hour. It was just, I'm a dirty old pirate and I'm not as amateur as that. You know what I mean? But anyway, so that's the kind of stuff that we had to endure. And he wasn't the only one. I just called him out because he was like the first most famous of the FUDsters. But
can I ask a couple of questions from my chat?
Heck yeah.
So one of them was, what makes this different from a cryptocurrency? It is a cryptocurrency, right?
It is a cryptocurrency. Yeah. But what makes it different is the programming and what it does. There is no other crypto CD. There isn't anything that allows you to monetize time on the blockchain, which is a simple idea, but a brilliant idea. $7 trillion exists, guys, in the CD market in the world globally. And those people are making 1 and 2 and 2.5% interest. We're making 38 to 40% interest on our stakes right now.
So that's the difference. You stake it in, like you make an investment for a period of time, which no other coins allow you to do. Am I right?
No other coins allow you to do it like Hex allows you to do it. Where you are actually in control of everything. You never give up your private keys, meaning that there is no custodian in the middle. There is no middleman. Hex gets rid of that. You mint your coins, you spend your coins, you stake your coins. So when you pull your stake out, you're actually minting the coins back into the system. So the inflation, which is 3.69% inflation, maximum inflation is 369. That's going to go to the stakers. So the inflation is all built into the coin. We had massive inflation in the beginning. We had a launch phase where it was kind of it's a little bit complicated how we did it, or how Hex did it. But every day they had a pool of Hex that came out, and you put your Ethereum in that pool, and based upon how much Ethereum went into that pool every day, you got a percentage of that came out every day. So it was just massive inflation every day of Hex coming out of what we called the AA lobby. And that lasted for a year, and then it stopped. So now all of the inflation is in the staker class. So when your stake comes out, you're minting those coins based on your shares that have grown. So if you put in,
you're bringing them into existence by, is that what you mean by?
Yeah, you're bringing them into existence. You're actually minting them. So you're the Fed, right? So you take your shares that you put in, and you said, okay, I staked them for 5 years. So you put them out there for 5 years. And let's just say, you got, you made 50% on your money. So you put in 100,000, you got 200,000 out. So that extra 100,000 of coins that came out is now newly minted Hex on top of the Hex that you brought back out. So you brought 200,000 Hex into the ecosystem.
So how does that not, if you're adding more Hex to the system, how does that not devalue the Hex itself?
Well, it's inflation. We have inflation, period, but it hasn't. We were inflating at, oh my gosh, we were inflating billions of coins every day, and look at the chart. It never fluctuated, never changed.
Okay.
But the inflation is way, way low now. It's at the same rate as Bitcoin, lower. So the inflation rate is just, it's very, very low. And I mean, let's put this in perspective. So 85% of the coins are locked up in a wallet that has not ever moved the Hex. They're just sitting there. And the 10% of us that are staked, I think now it's like 8%, 9%. I think we're at 8 or 9% staked right now. So the 9% of us are staked. That's 9% of the coins. Mm-hmm. So there's really only about
there's only
5% that's out in circulation.
Around.
So there's a small amount that's actually floating around that's liquid. So it's the ratios are very, 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 very skewed right now as far as Hex, staked Hex, liquid Hex, what's out there and available. So it's not really an issue. It hasn't, obviously, if you look at the price chart, it hasn't affected it in any way. Inflation hasn't affected it at all. It's so small, it's minuscule.
So I have another question. When you pull a stake out and your coins are minted, does that take away from the 85%? Is that where it's coming from? That 85%? No. Those are liquid coins. If you go and look at the market caps, it's part of the market cap. If you go to nomics.com, which we're being gatekept by a lot of different coins. Yeah. So if you go to nomics.com, you can actually monitor it there and watch it. Okay.
So Balaji is asking, can you repeat that? Inflation will not be on the market till the end time of stakes. Yes, that's what I just said, Hexy Mofo, is that when you stake your Hex and you pull that stake out, that is the inflation. So every day, yes, we're inflating just through stakes. But if you look at the staking graph, there's not a lot of stakes coming out, especially this year. There's a very, very small amount of stakes that are coming out compared to like year 10, year 5, year 15. There's a lot of stakes coming out in those years. So there's a lot of desert out there as far as stakes coming out. So I'm really interested in seeing what happens to Hex because of the low liquidity or the low amount of market cap coins that will actually be in circulation. I think that there's going to be literally people are going to be unstaking and people are going to be sucking those coins right out of their wallets as soon as they come out of the market. I mean, I think it's going to get that bad. 14 months of learning crammed into 1 hour. Yeah,
my brain. But it's great. I've really learned a lot, and and the people who are in my chat are taking interest in. It's really good. It's good information.
Yeah, no, I hope we gave you some good info, and we didn't get to learn a lot about you, which is really what I wanted to do, but we got into Hex, which, you know, like a lot of the times we just don't bring up, like the last stream I had, we talked a lot with the guest that was on. He had a lot to say about things, and we didn't talk much about Hex. But this time you asked the questions, so you got interested. So it was the time. I got shit for the last stream. Of course, you know, you never can please anybody. I'm sure they'll talk shit about this one.
I stream, so I know. I know.
Balaji. Yeah, the OA has more than 80%. So yes, there is 80% of those coins in there.
So what's OA? So what's that?
So the originating address,
right, okay,
has a lot of hex that has been influxed into it. Now that has been controversial in some circles. Like, hey, what is that OA? You know, what are those OA coins going to do? Well, there's a lot of, if you look historically at everything, Apple, Amazon, SpaceX, Tesla, Google, all of these things have a centralized ownership. Bitcoin itself has a centralized owner. There's most of the Bitcoins in 2000 wallets. So there's a centralization of everything. And the things that have been successful have had even more centralization. You know, they've had an owner of those assets or the stock itself or whatever. Now, any of those players, actors, would be foolish, stupid, ignoramuses to destroy their own company, their own stock, their own anything by doing something nefarious or stupid with those. Adding value, keeping them in the right place and using that to help boost the ecosystem is what we always talked about and what we always thought the OA was there for. Now, indicators of that being true were on Big Payday. At the end of our launch, there was a pool of tokens that were going to be distributed to all of the stakers. The OA went in, and so we had a bunch of people front running that. So a bunch of people are like, oh man, I'm going to go in and get, you know, 2, 3, I'm going to 3X my bag and get out and dump on them. Right. So people were running into Hex. They're running into Hex and putting a lot of Ethereum into Hex and buying Hex and front running what we called Big Payday. Well, that meant that all of the stakers were going to get fucked. We were going to get screwed by them coming in and buying up a bunch of Hex, taking the Big Payday from us, and then walking with it, right? They were going to dump on our heads the next day.
Right.
And while all of us stakers are staked out and believe in the product and Hex and what it's all about, these front running fools were going to come in and rob us basically. Well, the OA said, not on my watch. And the OA went in and staked a whole bunch. Boom, diluted the pool, took a lot of that that airdrop that was going to be given to all of us, pissed a lot of people off, but saved us from the dumpers. Mm-hmm. And the dumpers got fucked, and the stakers are still doing fine. And we even, you know, so we doubled our bags or got our bags another, you know, third or a half larger than they were. So we still did well. It was still free airdrop tokens, you know. But a lot of us were looking at the numbers and right before it all happened, it looked like, man, you're going to get 3x your bag, you know. So it looked pretty, it looked great, but it wasn't our coins. They didn't belong to us. Now they were going to get dumped on us if the OA didn't do that. So the OA went in, staked, removed, and that was it. And the guys that tried to front run it, they got fucked. And they're the ones that were mad, really. Stakers didn't really get too mad. We understood afterwards. It hurt. Believe me, everyone was like, God damn it, man, we thought we were going to be sick. But we still did well. And it proved, the biggest thing was that it proved that the OA was a good player and that it was there for the staker class. And it was there to improve the product and the project, not harm it. And that's how it's acted. As a good actor, a good whale, a good bag. And it's increased our market cap exponentially. It's eventually going to help us to flip Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we will be the higher market cap than them eventually because of the way it's set up. So yeah, it's a scary thing for some people to look at, but us Hexicans who know it and have studied it and watched it move and watched what it's done for us and watched what it's done for the product and what it's taught us. We all believe in it and we know what it's there for. And we have the confidence going, if you guys only knew, why would something try to destroy itself? Why would it, if something could become worth billions, why would it hurt itself to make millions?
Mm-hmm. Right.
If
that's
something
the way.
help,
It seems like a smart thing that they did too, because it's all about the stakeholders. That's what sets it apart from others, right? So you'd want to protect the people who stake more so than having the free riders jump in and out from the currency.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer. It was like,
Right.
Of course that's what it was going to do.
Yeah.
Of course that's what it was going to do.
And then that allows it to give you the confidence that that's what's going to happen in the future if something else was to occur in the same sense or fashion, that the OA is going to allow it to protect the stakeholders before the pumpers, I guess you would call them.
Yeah. Before the circus came in and tried to shit all over your streets. Yep. That's what was going on. And so that's how it acted. So that's yeah, go ahead.
So Hex is linked to what is that? The
Ethereum?
Ethereum, thanks you.
Mm-hmm.
So but it increases its value and decreases its value independently from it?
Yes, it is decorrelated from it is and it isn't. Because it depends on where the liquidity exists in the dexes. So the Uniswap dex that I showed you is where most of the liquidity for Hex is. When it was when the pairs were Ethereum and Hex, there was a correlation because of how they moved. Because if Ethereum would move, Hex would move with it. They were correlated in a way because of the trading pairs. Now Hex is pegged mostly to USDC, which is the stable coin of the dollar.
Right.
So we are a little more decorrelated from them because the biggest trading pairs are now on USDC. I think that's changing now. I think that we're starting to see a little bit more correlation with Ethereum. I'm not 100% positive on that. Again, I'm not the tech guy that knows all of that stuff in depth, but I know that at times we were correlated, and it has to do with the trading pairs. And Uniswap is our biggest trading pair. And then we do have a layer 2 solution, which is a whole nother animal can of worms. I don't want to open up too much with newer folks, which is there's a whole nother DEX on Ethereum's layer 2 on the Matic network, which is QuickSwap is the DEX over there that people are trading on. So there's about 1 million in liquidity over there, I think. So yeah, and I think it's down less than that now. I think it's 500,000 in liquidity over there. So yeah, so it's correlated to the trading pair. And oops, looks like we lost him. I don't know what happened. That was quick. Anyway, we'll see if he comes back. Some praise for keeping up so well. Yeah, I hope we didn't fry his brain. I hope I didn't fry his brain. Anyway, it'll give him a few minutes. If he comes back on, great. He got dumped somehow there. If he doesn't, I'll end the stream. Let's see what's going on in the chat real quick. Chain analysis. This guy got it quick. Yeah, he's learning, man. He's smart. He is smart. And he is learning. And if he's learning from me, he's really smart. Let's see. I trust in Richard. I trust in my Hexicans. Yes, Edward, we aren't going to steer you wrong. We are not here to fuck you over, take your money, try and steer you in the wrong direction. We are here to build trust. Trust, guys. Trust in a trustless world, in a trustless crypto. Let's see. HexMac.Bomb made a spreadsheet, but could get total no number of OA hex. We need to do more research. There he is. He came back. There he is. We lost you.
My computer crashed. I'm so sorry.
We crashed your computer. Yeah, we did it, guys. We crashed the computer.
I don't know why.
Too much info.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just You just dropped. So I
So
don't know what it was.
Everybody was getting in the chat talking about chain analysis and stuff, and we've had some events happen, like I said, this 1.5 billion stake that came out. So we've been going sideways for a long time now. Since our big payday or launch, we had a big pump and a big dip, and then we shot back up. So we went all the way up to like 2 pennies. And then we came back down to under a penny, and then bounced back up to about a penny. So we've been wiggling through what we call a shakeout. You know, there's a lot of people selling their hex. There was a lot of stakes before this big billion stake that's come out. I think we had like 5 or 6 billion hex came out over this last few months, even more than that actually. But they've been we've been seeing a lot of trading going on where people are dumping and then it's pumping back up and dumping and pumping back up. So we've stayed it right at about a penny, and just recently after that stake came out, now we're pumped up to about 1.2, 1.3 pennies, I think. So we're at 1 point. Oh shoot. We jumped up to almost 1.3 pennies this evening during the stream.
Where do you go to check that on Nomics?
Oh, so let me, if you have a smartphone, I'm going to even give you something better.
Yeah.
So we have 2 guys that joined our community, came on this stream and got introduced together. And there's an app on your iPhone or your Android device called Staker.
Staker
app.
Find it.
Yeah. Staker app. It's got, it looks like a leaf, kind of blue greens.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
So download that. And what's really cool is now you can enter your address into that. And when you open Staker, you'll see that you'll have a chart on the left. You'll have a home page. You'll have your profile. And then you'll have if you won't have a wallet yet. We actually have a wallet on here now.
Okay.
They're pricey right now. So not anything I'd get anybody new into yet. Right. They're $60-$70 cost to get in. I don't even know if you can, everything's kind of being beta run right now, built out. Yeah. But it is the best place for you to monitor. So if you do go to the profile page or the home page, and you click on the hamburger menu up on the top left, then you go to wallet and you can set up your addresses there. So you plug your address into it and it's going to monitor your hex and your stakes and everything.
Okay, great.
And you can actually, it's an onboarding tool also. So that's just getting ready to launch. So it's going to make it even easier for people to onboard and get on. And this is a great way for you to monitor your wallet.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So you can see your stakes, really cool stuff. And then of course the price action there too. So that's a lot of fun. Everybody's looking at their Staker app all the time to see where the price chart is, of course.
Nice. Yeah. Is there forecasts when you do a stake, when you stake in? Do they give you a forecast, a rough forecast, or no?
Yeah. So you can actually go in there and it'll help you figure out where you can put your stakes.
Okay.
I haven't used any of that.
Right.
I haven't staked on the Staker app. All my stakes were in before Staker app came out. Mm-hmm. So I'm all staked out, man. I'm staked to the max, and I'm thinking about doing a what do you call it? A self-appointed. Oh shoot, that's not the right word. Anyway, an IRA, oh gosh, why am I hate it when I can't find the words. Getting old sucks. But anyway, self-appointed IRA, whatever. And so I'm going to probably do that and get a little more hex because I've got some stuff that self-directed. Thank you, Ross. Appreciate it. Self-directed IRA, which allows you to put different types of assets into an IRA at your choice.
Okay.
So self-appointed, self-directed. Yeah. Self-managed. Everybody's putting all kinds of stuff in there now. Yeah. So self-appointed IRA. That's it.
Wow. I'm ready to rock. I'm a Hexagon now.
You're a Hexagon, huh?
It's awesome.
Right on,
Really,
dude.
I'm
No,
feeling really, really informed now compared to where I was before the show. Man,
well, good.
another
That's what that's what we're trying to do, and then just pointing people to the information. I'm not the only one. We've got Knights of the Crypto Roundtable that are on YouTube. We've got Matty Allen. He does a thing with these guys called the Quant Gang. We've got so many different personalities. I've got KNTX, who does Wake Up Hex on this stream on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. We've got Nerd Girl, who's building bridges. So she's going out and reaching out to other communities on Saturday mornings, and she's talking to other communities. And then we have Big Pep that's out there. He does a Saturday morning show, real knowledgeable, wise guy. Then Crypto Coffee, he has a stream where he really gets in depth. This is one of the smartest members of our community is Crypto Coffee, and he's part of the Knights of the Roundtable gang too. Him, Motley the Investor, and DC Crypto, who's part of our stream. Those guys got together and they got a really good stream out there called Knights of the Crypto Roundtable. And so all these people, all these Hexicans are out there streaming on a regular basis and putting out information. I mean, hours and hours and hours of this. So if anybody's interested, there's a lot of us that are out there doing this and talking about it. And literally, I mean, like Quant Gang, those guys are doing 8-hour streams right now with charts and showing the price movement of Hex and the share movement and all this stuff. And just brilliant minds in Hex. I mean, just brilliant. Like Stefan Firebun, who created that staker app. They met on stream here on this show, and one of them built a really badass, analytical website that had everything you want to know about Hex, every little detail. And the other one built a beautiful UI, very intuitive, just one of the most amazing websites you've ever seen, called Hex.live. It was the predecessor to Staker. And so those two got together. The one that did the great programming, and the one that did the great UI interfacing, and those two guys got together and built Staker app, and it's been as amazing as both of their products put together and some. And they're like cream of the crop guys. It looks
really good. The app looks great.
Yeah, they did a really good job on it. They're like heroes in the Hex community. No doubt. And on top of that, the real big news right now is that Hex is even branching out even further into crypto, because, and some of you who will know this, but Richard announced just a day ago that he's going to be forking ETH, meaning that Hex is going to fork ETH. We're going to create our own chain. Hex is going to actually move fork from Ethereum and create its own chain. And we don't know the details or how it's going to look or how they're going to actually do it. But that's just a whole nother step for Hex. It's a whole nother level of excitement. We don't know what could happen, but like we've seen in the past forks, when something forks, usually you end up duplicating all of your coins. Those that are in
really,
from forks. Yeah. They drop new tokens on you, or a certain amount to the founder tokens, the Genesis tokens that are in there. So who knows? I mean, we could get nothing, but I doubt that. There's so few of us who have been so loyal for so long. I think that there's going to be some type of a reward for people who have been loyal to the project and product and part of it, So the fact that that he's going to fork ETH is a big fucking deal, man. It's a big deal.
I'm trying to set up I seen someone that was a Crypto King.
Yeah.
Silver Sailor says, tell him to enter his address into the Staker app.
Yeah.
But I'll have to, because it's on my smartphone, I'll have to.
You have to put it in by hand. You can actually, if you had Telegram, you can put it in Telegram in your save. You've got a save feature in your Telegram.
Yeah.
You can put it in there. You can send it to your Telegram on your PC, and then on your phone, have your Telegram app on your phone, and then move it over to there, copy paste it from there. Telegram's a really good tool to have.
I'll have to
There's other ways.
Check it out. Yeah, I know. I could just email it to myself and then copy it from an email.
Yeah, you can email it and copy it from your email.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Make it easiest. Is there any advantages to getting into it right away?
There's always an advantage. You know, look, Hex is moving, it's shaking, it's growing, and it's in its infancy. Just birth, just born. And, when Bitcoin was just born, look, Bitcoin's done like, I think 2 million X or some shit like that, some crazy amount of times that it's grown.
Right.
Hex is designed to do 10,000 X, and we're only a few hundred X into it right now. So,
and that fork is going to be a huge part. It's almost like its adolescence, like almost coming out of its infancy into its adolescence.
Toddler. It's still a toddler at that point. Right, yeah. I mean, literally, like there's so, I mean, once institutional money, okay, so we got institutional money in Bitcoin right now. A lot of big money in Bitcoin, they're buying it up like crazy, and they're going to start getting antsy and bored, especially in a bear market. Right now, everybody's excited because everybody's buying. So nobody can keep up with the orders. They're working their asses off. All their people that are setting these accounts up are working. The devs are happy. Everybody's happy right now because everything's pumping. But in a bear market, it's going to be time for the profits to be shown. Where's our ROI coming from in this bear market? Once Bitcoin dips and nobody's buying a fund anymore, what's going to happen in a bear market when everything goes silent? And there's a lot of employees in there that don't have anything to do. Well, we're going to start looking around for income producing assets, for interest bearing accounts, for things like that, right? Bitcoin doesn't have an interest bearing account. Without risking your Bitcoin, you can't get interest off of your Bitcoin. You literally have to give up custody of it to somebody. And I don't think that they're allowed to even do that because of the way those funds are set up. I think that they're not even allowed to go give it to somebody else and risk people's money like that, So they're going to be looking for something like Hex. And when you look at something, when you're looking for something, you find something that's running 30 to 40% returns. That's a big freaking deal, man. That's going to be a big deal. I think the bear market and people needing something to do, especially with all this institutional, I don't think that we're going to see the type of dump that we saw in 2018, just because there's so much institutional money in here that can't really back out. With the CMEs, we saw them back out and then dump it and all that kind of shit. We watched them play with it, and they had their way with crypto, and then they left. They came in and then they left with the futures thing. But this is a little more solid. They're going to have to stick around. They're going to have to stay. And they're going to want to do something. And an interest-bearing crypto is really going to be attractive. And having something that has a solid track record so that they can get into it without risking is going to be attractive. And that's what Hex has proven itself to be, is something that is solid, because it's been running for here we are in March, right? So December was 1 year. So we're what, 12, 15 months in, and not a hiccup, not a scam, not a scam wick, not a dip that's been, attributed to any nefarious activity, not a exit scam from any of the founders or anything like that. No devs have done anything nefarious. It has gone without a hitch, smooth as can be. So that's going to be very attractive to institutional investors. And at that point, I think that Hex is really going to shine. I think that's all of this stuff right now. I mean, we're very antsy. We're very wound up. Hexicans are like on edge right now, because I know there's a lot of infighting and all kinds of stuff going on with people on Twitter. And it's because we took a lot of shit in the face. We got kicked in the face for a year, man. I mean, the crypto community has not been kind to us, from the exchanges and the coin verifiers and market makers and the communities and the fucking talking heads and all of the influencers. We've had dirt kicked in our face. We've been punked every which way you can. I mean, we've become very strong because of it, but we got no respect. Our founder got no respect. And he deserves a bunch of it. I mean, we haven't even gotten in depth to how shares are set up and how that works. I mean, that's literally, and I'm not bullshitting you. That's literally a Nobel Prize in the making. The way they set up shares, because it's a reverse compounding. It's really cool.
Is that a T share?
Yeah. The T shares, you're freaking sharp, dude, because you get it. So the T shares.
No, Crypto King is in my chat saying, get him to tell him. He says the T share price only goes up and goes up daily depending on the activity in the Hex community when the stakes are ended. Tech Tai ask RG3 about the T share price, and then he says also tell RG3 that I said w's up. That's Crypto.
Hey, what's up, King? I see him.
Don't give me
He's
any
texting
credit.
me.
Don't give me any credit.
No, he's the Dana White of crypto, man. He's out there freaking bringing people into the show and working the rooms. He's freaking hats off to him, man. King's a badass.
That's how I got here. It's Crypto King.
Yeah. So real quick on the shares. So what I was talking about, the respect that we didn't get on the shares. One day somebody will uncover it and do a really in-depth analysis of it and give it its props. But the way the Hex shares work, instead of compounding interest, the way it works is when you unstake and you get your bag of freshly minted coins, in order to get the same amount of shares, you can never stake for the same amount of time. So somebody can't front run you for 10 years and go, I'm going to stake a year for 10 years and front run and beat the guy who staked for 10 years.
Gotcha.
So you're going to have to pay. So the share price is going up because you're going to have to pay more to get that same amount of shares for that 1 year stake. So you're never beating the guy that's out there longer. And so it's reversed kind of compounding, which is brilliant. It's freaking brilliant. It works in exactly the same way as compounding does, but it does the opposite. It works in reverse kind of, for lack of a better term of explaining it.
And again, it protects the staker. It
protects the staker. It protects the longer staker.
Yeah, look, exactly. It makes. Yeah, it makes sense. That's what the cryptocurrency. This is what this Hex is all about, right? It's about staking it in. That's what makes it its original and smart.
Exactly.
Smart move.
And so we've been trying to get our props, and that's what the community's been kicked in the face for a long time, and so they're a little on edge right now, and because of we're going sideways, which is a good thing. I love that. I love the fact that Hex is healthy. It's showing that it's very, very healthy right now. And I love that because you don't see cryptocurrencies with a lot of health in them. You see a lot of dips and especially on a young crypto like this. It's showing its strength by being very, very solid and very, very healthy at this point, while everything else is pumping and mooning and doing. I mean, freaking Bitcoin's at 60K again. All this stuff's happening. And Hex is still hanging in there and going sideways. And you've got big stakes coming out, $1.5 billion. I mean, that's big deals right there. That's stuff that destroys crypto. That kind of an event can destroy other cryptos, not Hex, because of how it operates, because of the truth engine, because of the ability to stake and make gains and to have it done in the way that it's done, solid, trustless, is making people go, I'm not going to dump this shit. This stuff's too valuable to dump. I'm putting it back out there. So that guy decided to put, his billion Hex back out there for 10 years.
10 years.
So that's confidence and that's health. That is showing that Hex is very healthy. And in the bear market, I think that it's when it's going to really shine. We may not see monster pumps right now unless we see, gosh, there we went up again.
What's your prediction for that switch? What do you say?
As far as what?
For the market to change into a bear market.
Oh, wow. This one's, we can look at things historically and kind of see where tops are at.
With traditional currencies, is that what you mean?
No, crypto itself. I'm not talking about traditional markets or currencies or any other forex stuff, but in crypto itself, we had cycles, and I haven't been able to predict any of them as of yet, but I am a little more in tune to this one, And the things that we're seeing are showing a lot of top signals. But like everybody, all of the professionals have said, and the way that it looks and feels and appears is that this is a different type of top. We might see another run up. We might see we might see a longer top cycle before it starts to curve down. We might see less of a dip, which will bring a better top in the future. So we may see crypto finally starting to mature and come out of this crap. But then again, and then you see things like NFTs, and you still see
Libra
scams
and stuff like that coming into, like Libra, right? Facebook's Libra is coming into
deal,
play.
yeah.
That how do you think that's going to change the market? To change the way it's, what's the word I'm looking for?
How it's going to bring more adoption, more adoption. Yeah. I mean, yeah, all those things are great onboarding tools. I mean, you've got to, crypto real or purists are probably like, fuck Libra, fuck Facebook,
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, if you want crypto to grow and gain mass adoption and people to do the right things and get into crypto and get involved and help the world with crypto, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to get it on the TikToks. You're going to have to get it on the YouTubes. You're going to have to get it on the Facebooks. You're going to have to get it in the Google. You're going to have to get it out there in front of the masses.
But are you scared that, are you wary that it will not just become the same thing that the currency is right now?
It already is. It is right now.
Right. And then, well, it will it hold its value? What is it based on? Where you have, if you have silver, you have silver. You can, that's always worth, there's only so much silver in the world. There's only so much gold. So that stuff, you can buy the same amount of bread you could have 100 years ago with the same amount of gold you could today. It doesn't.
Well, I mean, gold's gone down over the last 10 years, right? I mean, if you're holding gold, if you bought it 10 years ago, you're down. And
that's true. But if you bought it 20 years ago, you're doing great.
Well, yeah. I mean, you bought anything 20 years ago, you're doing great. I mean, look, the markets go up and to the right. And if you really zoom out of every market, they're up and to the right. It's just things just gain value. Markets just gain value. Now, do they have hiccups in between? Do they have 90% dips in between, 85% dips in between? Of course they do. And that's what people focus on is, oh my God, I bought up here and I sold down here and I got fucked. I got wrecked, and that's really, it's holding, my father-in-law taught me, he got me my first investment account with his broker and stuff and said, hey, this is what you're going to do. So my first thought was, okay, I'm getting a day trading account. I'm going to start trading. Right. And when I sat down with the investor, he's like, you don't get this, son. This isn't about, day trading. You're not going to call me every week and tell me where you're going to put what and this and that.
Right.
We're going to invest in this
one shot
regular basis. You're going to put, this into this. We'll talk about every now and then if we got to move something, we got to move with the market or whatever. He goes, but other than that, this isn't. I'm not a trader. I'm here to help you. Invest for the future. And I was very young when that happened, but it was like, oh, okay. And then I got it, and he sat me down and he said, it's all about the long game. It's always about the long game. You don't ever want to be short in anything. You want to, dollar cost in, and when it's time for you to cash out, that's when you cash out. And that's way your time horizon's way out there. And, my time horizon's coming up. And so all of my traditional investments, one day are going to be realized in the next 10 years. And but my crypto investments might outpace those things by massive amounts. Because now they didn't teach me to do that. I had to learn about crypto, and I saw this asset class and I thought, putting a very small amount into this and longing it and staying for the long term and, taking the hits and watching all this. Now I did, I got involved in the trading thing in 2017. I admit it. I did it. And I won some, I lost some. I got a bunch of scars from it. I saw what a circus this thing was, and I was ready to quit crypto. I was ready to get out because I saw some very bad back alley shit that was going on with nefarious traders and pump and dump rooms and all that kind of shit. And I didn't like what I was seeing. And I was like, this is far from, what I thought it was. And I got sucked into it. And, just thank God that Richard was around, and he called the top, the 20K Christmas in 2017. And he called the top. And he broke my freaking heart that night. He was like, well, guys, it's all over. Fucking party's over. He literally got on stream and said, that's it. 3-year bear market. Get ready. And it's just like that. And the thing is I was watching this guy and I believed him. I was like, holy shit, he's the only one that's saying that. And the way he said it was like, it hit me like a fucking spear, man. It was like, oh shit, this guy is telling the truth. And sure as shit, man,
He was
the
right.
next few days was destruction. Oh yeah, he was 100% right. I mean, you can go back and he hasn't taken any of his videos down. You can go back and watch that video and then look at the charts and look what he called. He called it, and he called the bear market too.
And was this the creator of Hex?
The creator of Hex, name's Richard Hart. And you go to his YouTube and just amazing amounts of information on crypto. The guy is a self-help guru. He wrote a book called Survive, which is, I suggest everybody, you can literally go to
Survive?
Survive Through Science let's see if I can find there's a free book there. You can literally go and download the book on his Telegram channel. And he wrote a whole book on that. Let me see if I can find the Survive link.
Crypto King sent me a bunch of his videos, ones that he thought were ones I should check out, which was really awesome.
I suggest to anybody who's very interested in crypto, you go to his channel and go back into those old videos and start watching them all. There is so much content there, but you will learn so much. And he's very, what can I say? You can tell what type of a person he is by listening to a lot of those streams. And that's what a lot of us did. They call us a cult. They say, oh, you guys are a cult. But really what it is the guy just spoke the truth. And he didn't speak the truth in a way like, follow me, listen to me, do what I do, blah, blah, blah. He didn't do that. What he did was he gave out hard truths and hard facts. It's like, hey, this is crypto. It wasn't supposed to do this. It's supposed to get rid of middlemen. All the middlemen have taken over. Bitcoin is garbage tech. It's been hacked 3 times. It's had two bugs where you can literally print as much coins as you want. Nobody talks about any of those things. It's built on spaghetti code. It's old tech. We should be moving into the future. People don't understand that. We've got Bitcoin at 60K right now. It deserves its props. It was first. It's the best marketing tool crypto has because Bitcoin's name and because of what it is. It was the first, so it deserves its respect. But when it comes to looking at it from a technical perspective, he lays it all out there, the argument against why it shouldn't be the adoption of crypto, why it shouldn't be let it be the face and the name of crypto, but it shouldn't be the activities of crypto. It shouldn't be the product of crypto. It should be the marketing tool versus the actual useful product. And there hasn't been a lot of useful products. And he's, in a lot of his videos, he's talked about that. And, then a couple of years ago, he talked about, what, since nobody else is going to do it, I'm going to build a crypto and this is what it's going to do. And he laid it out there, talked about it for a year and a half, built it, was ready to launch it. And then, nope, sorry guys, it's not ready. It's not ready. Got to do the security audits. Not ready. Got a little problem. Not ready to go. Going to have to wait. So we waited. There was a 4 or 5 month period where it was postponed because of not being ready. And then all of a sudden, boom, he put it out there and launched it. And, he told us, hey, don't everybody jump in on day one. You're going to hurt yourself. I've seen this happen. And of course, we call it day one FOMOers. I didn't do it. And not because I wasn't there. I wasn't involved in at the point. I walked away for a month or so, and I didn't
You're
realize
late.
until like February, like, well, I wasn't really late. I was actually right on time.
Right on
because
time. Perfect.
I came in on February when the price stabilized.
Yeah.
And then so I got lucky. I didn't really time it properly, but I would have day one FOMO'd if I was there day one when it launched. But actually I was watching the chats, and then life got in the way, and I missed a whole month of Hex. And, before I knew it was launched, like, oh shit. But he called all of those things and taught everybody, what to do. Now, along the way, Hexicans have been told things like, hey, this Uniswap thing, this is what we should be using. Go in here, create some accounts. Well, we got airdropped unit tokens because we did that. Because we were using Uniswap, we literally got 400 tokens for every wallet that we had open. Some of us made 15, 20 grand on, Uniswap tokens and exchange it for Hex.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding.
Stake it.
And then we got it, and that's what we did. That's what we all did,
Yeah.
And we got tokens for being on Tornado.cash and all these other things that he had put in front of us and said, hey, you might want to do this, or you might want to look at this, or and so we've all just kind of followed his lead and listened to what he said and learned from him. And because of all that, we've done really well. We've done really well, and we've learned a lot. I certainly have learned a lot. And I learned a lot before, but I learned a lot of bad habits in crypto, trading habits, FOMOing into things, buying tops and selling bottoms, all that kind of crap, listening to the wrong people, all that stuff. I learned all that and got scarred up from it. But now Richard says, okay, guys, let me show you guys how you should really be doing this. This is about the long game. This is what crypto was designed to do. It's to help middlemen. It's supposed to be a solid tech. It's supposed to be tech that doesn't have a lot of crazy functions. It's very simple, very easy, and it replaces banking products. I mean, if you could replace a $7 trillion industry, then, you've got something.
And there's obviously if there's that much money, it's a product that people would be interested in the crypto area. If it's being utilized in the fiat currency, of course it would be advantageous in the crypto area.
Yeah. Yeah. So
no
that's what we have. The community is rallied around the product and Richard, and not because we are a cult, but because we care about other people. We've reached out to other people to help people from getting wrecked, because crypto's doing that to people right now, man. It's a very bad place, especially a lot of the young guys that are getting into it. I got a 19-year-old son, and all those kids are on Robinhood and doing all that shit, trading those stupid Doge coins and all that crap, and I'm trying to teach my son, hey, tell these guys that's not the game. That's not the play. That's going to get you. You're going to lose your money, and they all are. They're losing their money doing that shit. Mm-hmm. And Hex is a way to get people out of that and into a long-term investment that actually is going to do something for them in the future. And
it's fun.
It's fun. Oh, we're having a blast over here, bro. This stream is nothing but fun, man. It's basically, this is a shit stream. We just shit posts on the stream. I mean, we do have some good information, but we just have a lot of fun on Friday nights. I don't know if you're ever interested. So Mondays and Wednesdays, I have a show where I do interviews.
Like this.
But on Fridays, I have what's called the FN Hangout, and the FN Hangout is the Friday night hangout. And I open the stream to whoever wants to come in. You want to come in and fight with us? You want to come in and hang with us? People get drunk and fall over in their chairs and do all that kind of shit. I mean, we just have a good time. And so Friday night hangout, all the Hexicans get together and we just, whoop it up here on the show. And that's what that's for.
That sounds like fun.
So any of the community out there on your show. So by the way, shill your show to everybody so that they can.
It's just Tech Tai and D Live, capital T's. And that's Tango Echo Charlie Hotel Tango Hotel Alpha India.
Right on. And he's on the D Lives, and check his stream out. And then for all of your people who are out there, come hang out with us on Friday night. You want to get on stream and ask questions, come party with us. We're very open. We welcome all comers, and we're always just trying to help and reach out. That's what we do.
Great help to me tonight. That was awesome.
Good deal. Well, hey man, feel free to contact me if you need any help with any of that stuff. I'll help you out. and
Appreciate it.
maybe help you onboard and get some ETH and get that thing moving so you can go stake that hex. But whoever sent that, thanks. Shout out to you guys for sending him.
Oh man, yes, thank you very much. That's so cool, and thanks you for helping me set up the wallet and running me through all this, because how are you supposed to learn this without? Like,
that's why we do it, man. It's so complicated,
yeah.
and there's so much minutia in crypto. And like I said, it's full of it's a circus show. It's a bunch of monkeys fucking a football out there. And we try and bring sanity to it when it comes to our crypto and understanding what hex is. And we try and make it simple for people and try and help people to stay away from all that stuff and the NFTs and all that other crap that's happening right now. And get into something solid.
I got to figure out what these NFTs are. This, what is it? $60-some million JPEG.
Don't waste your time, man.
No,
Don't waste your time.
No, I want to read about it and figure out what that's all about. It's mind blowing that people are buying emojis for that kind of money. But I heard you mention something else. You were saying Fibonacci's.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, in trading, all Fibonacci is a cycle. He was a mathematician.
I know him very well. That's why I brought up why.
Well, in charting, they actually use a Fibonacci indicator within charting, just like the golden ratio. Right. They use that. It's cycles. It's all about cycles and behaviors. And
so that actually, you can see the Fibonacci sequence in the markets.
Yeah. There's literally a Fibonacci tool in all the trading platforms. You can turn it on. You can turn the Fibonacci tool on, and it runs the math. And
wow, that's mind blowing. Wow, I didn't know that.
And so you can watch the chart flow into the Fibonacci and actually read the. I don't know how to do all that. I know it exists. I know what it is, because I'm a macro guy. I like to look at macroeconomics, and I know that the Fibonacci and the golden ratio and all that actually fit in with macroeconomics, not only micro. People try and use it for microeconomics and for day trading and all those kinds of things. But when you use those tools and you take a step back and use it at a macro level, you can really see cycles. As you expand, things get longer and slower versus, uptight and fast.
Right.
And volatile, everything speeds up and is volatile, just like everything. It's nature, and that's what all those tools are, is just nature. I mean, golden ratio is a nature.
Exactly.
It's how shells and flowers and all those things and your cells inside your body, all those things grow in the golden ratio. So if you take a step back, everything expands just like the universe. And you can kind of read charts, long-term charts that way. Very easy though. I mean, it's always up and to the right. And if you can hold long enough, you're going to end up ahead of the game. If you're young, you're in your 20s, your 30s, and you're staking or longing things now, even stocks, you're going to see a dip. You're going to see a dip soon. I mean, we've got a big stock market dip probably going to happen. Probably a big crypto dip one of these days going to happen. But it's all about how you react to that. Do you sell and then have to buy back when it goes up, or you just sit back, let it happen, go on with your life, and let your investment do what it's going to eventually do and go back up? It's about relaxing.
Wow.
It's that old story. It's like, there's the two bulls sitting on top of the hill, and it's a young bull and an old bull. And the young bull says to the old bull, and they're looking down, and there's a bunch of cows down at the bottom. And a bunch of the young bull tells the old bull, "Hey, let's go down there and fuck us one of those cows." And the old bull says, how about if we walk down there and fuck them all? And that's kind of how you got to look at this: is patience, long game, chill, relax. You guys got a long time. If you're in your 20s and 30s, man, God, what I'd do to be back there and be looking at an investment like this. Because I've had to scrimp and scrape and save and work 2 jobs and have a business on the side in order to have what I have. And I've never seen anything this easy and this available and this badass. I mean, just having this type of investment tool at your disposal at a young age is like a fucking amazing. Because I mean, somebody in their 20s, they've got 3 15-year stakes lined up
Right. Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
I got one. I got one
good point.
15-year stake left in me. And then
Good
it's
point.
like, it's time for me to move on. You guys can have it. But some of you 20-year-olds, you guys got 3 of those stacked up. I can imagine what your bags will look like in those days. I won't be around for it, but you guys have an amazing opportunity at your feet right now. And use it wisely, do the right thing, and dollar cost yourself in for the next 15 years and watch what kind of a retirement you can build for yourself on something like this. It's an amazing opportunity.
I got another question for you. Has a coin ever just fallen off? Has it devalued so much for crypto that it just disappeared off the whole?
Scam coins have gone.
Yeah.
I mean, not even scam coins. I mean, I think the Bitconnect coin that was a big scam is still there. I think it's still there. I don't think anything's ever can technically go to zero. But there's a lot of crap projects out there. I mean, Dogecoin. Look at Dogecoin. Right. Dogecoin made this big run up, and it was a meme coin. The guy that made it sold all of his Dogecoin, and it was like a joke. It was literally a joke.
It was a joke. Yeah,
it's a joke.
Yeah,
it's a joke. It is a joke, and now it's sitting on the charts.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it just proves that how PT Barnum-ish this whole crypto thing is. And Hex is solving that, and there isn't anything anybody can do about it. Nothing's going to stop it. And that's the beautiful thing. When Hex was turned on, when the switch was turned on, that was really an, oh my God moment, because crypto has been changed forever. It just hasn't caught up yet. Crypto hasn't caught up to us yet. But it will. And I think it's going to take this first big bear market that we see, to actually bring Hex to full potential, and people are going to see its value. And, more big money is going to see more value in Hex at that point. And right now we're just an organic thing, which is beautiful, because what it has done, this is what I love about what Hex has done. Because it has had the reputation that it's had in the beginning with all the scam stuff, and, the community getting spit on and all this crap that we've dealt with, kicked in our face. It's really brought us all together. It's brought a grassroots movement of people who really, I've got lifelong friends now from this product.
And it grows, right?
And it's growing, and our community is growing. It's getting stronger, and we're getting better. And so to have all of us who've been through what we've been through, to be together still, and to be able to go out into the future with this and be the big bag holders, be the original OGs of this, is going to be a beautiful thing, because the community is so tight, freaking vibrant, brilliant, freaking beautiful. I mean, it's an awesome community. I mean, it's
only been 15 months.
It's only been 15 months. And literally I've made lifelong friends, like Hexologists and DC and KNTX and Coffee. Those guys are lifelong friends for me. I mean, I will, one day be sitting on the beach, and some of them I haven't even met yet in person. But one day we'll be sitting on the beach, hanging out together, and the beaches of the world, I like to say. But
is there another cryptocurrency that has this type of that has like hexagons? Is there anything else like that?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think some of the communities might have something, and I took the credit for that. Somebody used that name a long time ago, but I voted on it in the Hex chat, and said, "Hey, I want to call us Hexkins," and it's taken. So I took credit for it. So anyway,
there's songs and everything.
Yeah, we've got songs. We've got rappers. We've got oh, dude, it's. I mean, we've got streams galore. It's been
crazy.
It has been been a great community.
When you have that community and they all feel confident about the coin, I think one of the best things about it, because how do I say, you kind of know who is involved. You have the same type of people who are serious about crypto, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like Crypto King brought me in here, and just a good guy, so you want to, this is a good guy, then You
Yeah,
know
he's a
what I
good
mean?
representation of our community.
And you as well. And you as well. And,
Thank you.
and the people in the chat are all super nice. And it's just, that's what, like, okay, what you get that with Bitcoin? No, you don't get that with Bitcoin, but you have a camaraderie. You have, you know,
You
have
got
all
your
these different things.
maximalists. They call them we call them maximalists because they, they defend Bitcoin with all of
Mhm.
their might, at
Mhm.
the expense of overlooking other communities and other products that can actually enhance and help crypto, like Hex. Anybody in their right mind who believes in Bitcoin, and is a tech guy, who understands finance, should be all over Hex. So it really shows the ignorance that's out there in the maximalist community, because they're really truly idiots for not looking at Hex and not having an open mind when they do look at it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of influence with their bags. A lot of these maxis are either funded by people who have big Bitcoin bags or have big Bitcoin bags themselves. So that makes them biased, and it blinds them to looking at something good, and it blinds them to showing other people something that's good and supporting it, and helping to develop the crypto community with it, and help them develop the crypto ecosystem with it. So it's really a sad situation out there. Now, I believe this is going to change. All this tribalism crap is going to change. And, all of, it's going to take some mass adoption. It's going to take people really wanting to get into crypto versus trading. And all of and the shit will never go away. But we've got to start weeding through this stuff. And Hex is going to be that shining freaking castle up on the hill,
It is a sexy coin.
It sure is.
It is a sexy coin. That's for sure.
Right on. Well, hey, bro, I don't want to. We've almost done 3 hours, and that
Really?
is awesome. I don't want to keep you too much longer. Did you have any last questions? Any last things you wanted to say, or?
Well, I had a couple. There's some questions that came in through my chat. Do you need a separate wallet for Hex? Is a question that came through.
No, it's an ERC20 token, which ERC20 just means that it is built on the Ethereum network. So any ERC20 wallet will do. We prefer MetaMask. It is the wallet of choice for the Hexicans. We use it because it connects to all the dexes and all that real well. And so MetaMask is MetaMask.io is the one that we use.
Mm-hmm. Good. I just wanted there was some other questions, but we covered a lot of it already. You had brought it up earlier on. I don't want to be repetitive, but there's some probably late people coming into the stream, so I won't get you to repeat it, but they can just go back to this. I'm sure the replay will be on the YouTube
replay will be on YouTube, and if they don't shut us down.
so you can check that out. Anybody in my stream can go check the replay of this video, and all the questions that you've been asking they're in the video. So because I've seen a lot of the same things.
How many of your viewers came on tonight?
I can't see right now, but a good amount, I think. I usually get less than 50. Less than 50 usually. But I can't see for some reason.
That put us up at 100, 150 viewers tonight, live viewers. That's good. So so Tech Tai's community, you guys, welcome to the Hexagon community. If you want to see any of our streams or follow any of us, the Hexologist is out there on Twitch, and we're on Twitch also. And we've got a whole. You can YouTube any of the Hexicans out there and see all of us out there and get as much info as you can possibly imagine. It's all there. All the questions have been answered ad nauseum with the hours and hours of content that is there. There is no question that will go unanswered if you just, plugging into Richard's streams alone.
I was going to say that
all of the answers that you need, and you'll get it from the best source. The creator is the guru when it comes to this. He is, in my opinion, the smartest influencer in crypto, as far as his understanding of crypto itself and finance. He just gets it. and he's really good with explaining it. Wise beyond his days. He's still a young man, but he is wise beyond his days. That's for sure. So if you want to check out Richard's stuff, you cannot go wrong by watching everything that he has to offer. And then go to t.me Scivive, SCIVIV, Scivive, like survive through science, on the Telegram channel. And you can actually download his self-help book there. And it's free. And so, yeah, go check that out.
Took a note.
So, right on, man.
I will keep in touch with you. I'll hit you up if I need anything, and maybe I can convince you to come on my stream sometime in the future.
You got it, bro. You got it. Yeah, we'd love to.
Be awesome. Well,
all right, my man.
Great. I want to just say thank
Leslie
you so much.
Morley.
I want to say thank you so much for your community, for hooking me up with some hex and getting me started, and you as well. So you guys are. The Hexicans are really super cool.
Right on, my man. All right. Well, everybody have a good one. Hang out for a second, Leslie. I'm gonna shut her off, but we'll chat for a quick second.
Sure.
All right, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow morning. KNTX and the fellas from the European Persuasion will be on the morning show with Wake Up Hex. And don't miss that. And then the next stream you see with us is going to be the FN Hangout. Come hang out with us and party, and try not to get too drunk, guys. It's not good for you. All right. See you guys. See ya.